Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to a podcast will save this relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him. And on today's episode of the podcast, we talked about Barry.
Yes, we did.
And we also we did Starkit's prophecy as per usual.
Yeah.
We did the last two episodes of Barry, as in not this week's episode. The podcast is coming out because we're a week behind because we shoot on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Not on Sundays, but Saturdays.
No, never on Sundays.
We definitely didn't record this over two
definitely
days.
did not. Definitely.
Because, something came up in the middle of recording that really
that didn't
took
happen.
us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, this podcast that was recorded in one day, we talked about Barry, Starkit's prophecy, and we did the usual Reddit and listener stories.
Indeed.
So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, raise 5 stars on Apple and Spotify, and check out our Patreon, Buy Me Coffee at APWSTR on both of those websites.
Do you ever think our intro is annoying?
Then skip it. There's timestamps in the description for when you...
So right, actually.
Yeah, if you don't want it, I know it's the same every week. It's the same things because we do the same thing every week. But yeah, you figure it out, guys.
Listen,
I don't know. Shit.
I was just thinking
shit. Fuck.
About like a new person who listens to this intro is like being like, these people are annoying. Like, we get chiller throughout the podcast.
We do get chill throughout the podcast.
I'm sorry, just right now I'm ready to go make miso soup now.
Yeah, so we have to ponder life's questions right at the end because we record these at the end of the podcast. So I get it.
Yeah.
But so if you don't find us annoying, keep watching.
Miso soup.
See you guys there. Bye.
Bye.
It's a bad idea, and I've done this for like 3 weeks in a row now.
What's up?
Eating peanut butter within 2 hours of doing this podcast. Not like peanut butter out the jar. I'm not a freak, you know, but like a PB&J sandwich.
Did you ever have to audition in the theater?
What, like just in general?
Like in high school or something? Like audition for a part?
I've auditioned for parts before, yeah.
Did you ever have to sing for your audition?
Back when I was like a kid, I was doing like community theater, yeah.
Yeah, so you had to sing.
Yeah. I was for like Music Man, yeah.
I fucking had to do that for Les Mis in high school. And it was the first time I ever auditioned singing anything. And I just kind of fucking showed up. I didn't really know that that there was the big deal,
Yeah.
I just kind of fucking showed up.
Fucking world of theater kids, and you just the hurricane of.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "What part are you going for? What part are you going for? What part?"
That's why I'm happy I left that shit.
What are you going for? And I'm tying this into what you said, but there was a girl that was like, "I can go and get coffee for everyone. I can have everyone drink coffee before their audition. Do you want coffee? Because it dries out your throat. It makes you bad at singing."
That's clever. That's a good way to sabotage. Yeah.
Like, everyone get their eat peanut butter sandwiches, coffee and peanut butter sandwiches for everybody. And I think it was like kind of a joke, but you know how theater kids, they're joking. They're not joking.
No, they'll do anything for a competitive edge.
They really will. And I'm like, we're 14.
Yeah, we calm the fuck down.
Let's all calm down. This isn't fucking North Korea. Like, let's all chill out,
Sending peanut butter sandwiches to every other Reddit podcast. Right before they
start recording. Right before you record.
Guys, hey, sending them an email with like a fucking BuzzFeed article, like best things to do before recording your epic podcast. Oh, number 1, forgetting to hit the play button. Just like fucking sabotaging, like we're fucking high schoolers.
Or just be like, did you know that water actually is bad to drink before you go on?
You should eat a lot of dairy. Drink a full glass of milk.
Like, most people that showed up were in the production, so we had to spend the next 3 months hanging out with that person.
They're just like fucking.
I was like, okay.
Hey, can you stand right under that very loosely tied parkan, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I skipped over the stagehand sawing something.
Oh, really?
I did like a little skip over because he was in the middle of the wings.
Mm.
Okay, all right, here we go. Let me tell you a little story about teenager Sarah, all right?
Okay, yeah.
So in our my high school's auditorium, there was like a little hallway where you could, instead of walking in the audience, you could walk down from the from the wings into the audience and come out the side, you know?
Yeah.
My friends would always hang out near the doorway in the audience waiting for, rehearsal to start. And every day I would figure out a way to come through that door and be like, hey, Jerry. And I played the Seinfeld theme on my phone.
Yeah.
Now, this particular day, this guy who was kind of an asshole, but in this case, he was correct. I was the wrong one in this case. He tried to knock kids over one time.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. But he was kind of a dick, but he was fine during this. He was sawing something on the ground.
Yeah.
He was using a saw to saw something. And I that episode of Psych where they jump over the chairs?
No, I can't. Not right now. No.
There's a part in an episode of Psych where they put a bunch of chairs together and it's like a competition in the office where they all are jumping over chairs.
Yeah.
See how many chairs they can jump over. Basically, I did that. I jumped over this guy.
Okay.
So I could do the Seinfeld thing.
Priorities. Yeah.
And then the guy was like, what the fuck? You could have gotten cut or hurt or something really bad. Don't fucking do that if you see me sawing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I gotta go. I gotta go. Go. And then I went and I did the Seinfeld thing and nobody laughed for the 17th time.
Yeah. So you did all that for the soul, for the enjoyment.
Far I'll go for a bit.
Yeah.
It's not for anyone else.
It's for you?
It's for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I will fucking hurt myself for a bit, dude. That's how dedicated I am.
That's good. I'm not that dedicated.
You wouldn't do that?
I'm not Carly Rae Jepsen's junior album dedicated.
Sophomore album?
I should have an album before that.
Yeah.
She had 2 more.
She had Emotion? Yeah, you're right. She had the previous one too.
Come on. Call me maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking putting you on the spot for your Carly Rae Jepsen trivia. I'm probably wrong too. There's probably 20. It's not a ridiculous fucking number. How you doing, Sarah? Yeah, that's her 8th album. Yeah.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Speaking of theater, this is actually kind of a good segue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Barry.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking a show that's become less and less about acting.
But really, I can't wait for them to tie it together in the end. That really, it's always been about acting.
Oh, that was always in a snow globe. Yeah.
Yeah. They wake up from a dream and it's the ending of the 3rd season of Dallas.
It's actually they all end up in a church, and then because they're all actually dead.
Yeah,
they actually died in the plane crash at the beginning of this.
I was gonna make a lost joke.
It was actually purgatory the whole time.
I think the new with the new writer's strike, I think the new TV show that's gonna end up like Lost is gonna be Andor. Apparently, they're still going through with it.
Really?
Yeah, even though the guy that writes it is not on.
You know what I think it's going to be, honestly? I think it's going to be Severance.
No, that would suck.
Severance is still they're still filming it. That makes
more sense.
And also because they're rewriting the script as they're recording. So either they got to stick with what they have or just wait.
Damn.
Which also that show has a fucking $20 million budget per episode, which is crazy.
And there's so many questions about that show, too.
Yeah, so
the fuck it's going to be Severance. About?
You know what's not gonna fucking end up like that though? Barry.
Barry is fucking
It's done. It's all recorded. It's all done.
We
don't
need
Bill Hader to cross picket line real quick,
Man.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the WGA strike after this, but fucking Barry. 2 episodes have been released since we've come back
3,
to the studio.
Right?
No, 2. Didn't we do the first 2?
Oh, 4.
Yeah, we're at 4 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we talk about the first 2?
I thought we did.
I guess
last 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
You really act like I know anything, dude. What the fuck? I don't know shit. I don't know anything, guys. If you're like, Sarah, that's not correct. Of course not. I'm stupid. Of course
think,
not.
If I'm not mistaken, we left off at the 2nd episode where Cousineau talked about the to the reporter.
Oh, to the Vanity Fair, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
I do remember that, yeah.
So we've had 2 episodes. We've had the one where Barry breaks out, and we have the one where Barry is reunited with Sally. Because those are the endings. That's the only reason I remember them right now.
Yeah.
How they're different. Which a lot of shit has happened in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Spoilers for this season, by the way, for just this whole season. I know a few people have started watching because of us talking about it.
Yeah, hella spoilers.
So yeah, please skip to Starkit.
Or further.
If you
don't
prefer.
like that either.
Yeah. Do you want to look up the Wikipedia for Barry just to see what happened, or?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So number 3 was You're Charming.
Oh yeah, is that the one where Sally starts teaching?
Yes. Basically,
yeah,
she teaches and sort of gets abusive with her
first student, and then everyone else leaves but her
because they think she's abusive and shit. But really, she's just kind of pulling the actor out of her student. And it's, that was interesting, actually. I thought it was kind of funny, but it was also like, I don't really know exactly what they're trying to say with that. Like, that people are either too sensitive, to actually make good art, or or sometimes the acting, shit is abusive.
Yeah.
And maybe it's both. But
I think it could be both, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was an interesting thing because it's like, Sally's been through so much that just kind of her being kind of hard on somebody kind of pales in comparison with everything. But also, like, what she was saying to this person was like, yeah, pretty appalling. But also, we've seen Sally do that before. Like, we've seen Sally be pretty fucking shitty to people.
Yeah, true.
And pretty selfish. So that was really interesting. I love Sally's character. I hated Sally in the first season so bad.
Yeah, but she's really been developed. Like,
I fucking love her so much.
Yeah.
Because I think she's one of my favorite female characters ever written, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
High praise, dude.
It's just really good. I've never, like, as a woman who has had issues with other women and also sort of because of that is sort of strayed more towards men, and sort of seeing this kind of feminist arc happen in this show from, I don't know. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I just
like, I don't know. I just like
it. I get that.
I like it a lot. I don't know what the fuck else to say. Shit, fuck. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, fucking I will say I also like the series representation of Cristobal and Hank.
Yeah.
Up until the 4th episode, but that's when I realized maybe it wasn't so.
God. There's so many things in that episode, the most recent one, the 4th one.
Yeah, that really is like.
I think about it. I've been thinking about it every day.
I fucking love. Oh man. Okay, so so I guess I want to pull up some very specific scenes, I guess, and they all have to deal with. Oh my god, the 4th episode, how fucking hard they go in on police brutality. Yeah, it's
a lot.
And also it's like they really do play it for like I'm gonna be real with you. Explaining it makes it sound a lot less funny than it is.
Yeah, but it's very funny.
It's very funny. Like, and also because like, okay, the people that get so it's what's his fucking name?
I have the Wikipedia if you want me to read the.
What's not the
Fuchs?
Fuchs, yeah, Fuchs getting beaten up.
Yeah. Like, because they want to know where Barry is, and they think that he got him out of prison.
But he
it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Hank tried to assassinate Barry before he talked to the feds, but then it fucked up because they have a podcast about gadgets, trinkets,
but they never work. And also, oh my god, I love that setup and payoff where it's like in the beginning, it's like, oh, apparently it's fucking Guillermo del Toro is the crime boss that hires the 2 podcasters.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's who it is because I know that he apparently had a cameo. But yeah, so then it's Fred Armisen as one of the podcasters, but they're joking about like, well, why can't you guys do it on video? Like sometimes I'm, but like,
yeah, it's like, well, but I'm driving.
I'm driving, yeah. But also like, yeah, fucking the joke is they review trinkets, but none of the trinkets ever work, or the gadgets never work.
Yeah.
So then the payoff is Fred Armisen sweatily. Getting ready to kill Barry and looking up at like the ceiling where the other assassin is. And it's like the most obvious thing. And Bill Hader's like, that guy's here to kill me.
And they're like, what? And then they're looking at Fred Armisen and he's making a face like.
Yeah, like freaking out.
Like he's freaking out.
And like they're all like, well, I thought he was with you. No, I thought he was with you guys.
And it's such a Fred Armisen thing that almost feels like an SNL sketch a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's like. He really just like carved out a role for Fred Armisen to come in and do the Fred Armisen thing, which is make a funny face and be
and
weird.
Then Fred Armisen pulls out a gadget and it blows up his hand pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then Barry fucking gets the fuck out of there pretty much.
Yeah, and escapes from prison. Yeah. And that's such a good like setup and payoff.
It's
like,
really
I was
nice.
like, dude, I was
a
creaming my
little bit
jeans
like
a little bit.
I love payoffs, like setups and payoffs like that, because the setup, I was like, why the fuck are we talking
Why are we
about
talking
this?
about this? Yeah.
What the fuck is the point? I guess it's a little funny. It's not really that funny. And then once it happened, I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
This is
I love
the
this.
best thing ever. Yeah.
So can I read the...
Real quick.
Okay, Hank and Chris Ball meet a handler named Toro to procure assassins to kill Barry, who in turn is trying to get himself and Sally relocated to witness protection.
Yeah.
Batir informs Hank that Chechen leaders want him to kill the rival gangs.
Yeah.
O'Neill visits Barry in prison to ask about Gene, sending Barry into a rage when he learns that what Gene said about him. O'Neill then visits Jim, who terrorizes him into silence. That was fucking... I thought he fucking killed.
Yeah, there was like...
O'Neill.
Because there's a scene where he's washing... The cop is washing out the back trunk, and it's really like, oh, fuck, we're going this far?
Yeah, like he did, like... Yeah. Jim later confronts Gene about publicizing his story and tells him he must be quote-unquote isolated. Sally teaches an acting class where she attempts to replicate Gene's brash teaching style, disgusting all her students except one, Kristen, who asks her help with a gig. Barry calls Hank to arrange a hit on Gene, but Hank cuts ties with him. Fuchs has a change of heart and attempts to report the hit on Barry. Barry's meeting with WITSEC is derailed, witness protection, I guess, witness security, is derailed when the disguised assassins kill the officers. Barry kills one of the hitmen and escapes the prison. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fuchs has a change of heart and is like, I'm going to help him. But then he doesn't.
But also, he's just yelling Barry's going to get killed.
Yeah,
so
Barry's
it really just sets him up to be beat
up in the next episode.
Yeah. Which also in the beginning of the fourth episode, they do the cops are like telling the main, like the cop of Janet Moss.
Yeah.
They're telling Moss Jim. Yeah.
Apparently.
I believe so. Yeah. Jim is like, listen, and the main cop that's like running the operation, like, don't worry, guys, we got everything figured out. We're handling this, and we already got we're already surrounding the Chechens headquarters.
Yeah, and they go
and
to
it's a smash cut to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
and then it's just cops just fucking
beating the shit out of just like innocent
Chargers fan.
people.
Yeah. Apparently,
yeah.
Which, you know, honestly, props to a show that has cops in it that just really makes cops look the most like...
From the beginning, the cops were terrible.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with the Raven in the third season.
Oh, yeah. You know,
was so fucking funny.
Especially like with so many fucking like cop show fucking circle jerks on TV.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, we're even watching, like, we've started watching some of SVU again. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
I will say SVU is one of the more based ones because it is like, it really goes hard into SVU's whole point is to sit there and say, this is the current law and the current reality for rape victims. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally to say that into the, like, you know.
But then you have an episode where J.K. Simmons comes in just to say the R slur
100,000 times.
And we were like, this ain't your mama's Law and Order.
But even that episode ended with taking him to the mental hospital, the like prison mental hospital, and it was like pretty widely crazy. Like, I don't know if it's that bad. Maybe it is. I don't have no idea. I've never been to a fucking prison mandated mental hospital. But you might as well have just like had J.K. Simmons like look straight into camera and say like, this is what we do to the mentally ill.
Bum bum ba bum bum bum. Yeah.
Produced by Dick Wolf. And like that's
you did it, Dick.
Yeah, and that's like the whole point is like, well, the statute of limitations makes it so you have 5 years to report your things. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
And
but I don't know, like, but like I'm thinking of like fucking Blue Bloods or like fucking like,
Blue
you
Bloods
know,
sucks
I think
ass.
there's a new one called like The Rookie and it has like Nathan Fillion in it or some shit.
Yo, there's one, I think it's 911 or it's some sort of like first responders maybe or something, where it just shows, I think it is Nathan Fillion. I think we're talking about the same one.
Oh shit.
Where it just shows like police response to calls. And they're always like super calm and collected.
Yeah, it's like
And it's like there was one where it was a black lady and was like, I can't handle my son anymore. And then they show up and they go, let's speak with your son. And they go in and they talk to them and they're like, what's going on, son? Why aren't you in school? And I'm like, if this was actually real, they all would be dead within 5 minutes.
Knowing how it actually works. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like it's those fucking, it's the fucking, jerking off. The fucking.
It's like it's not reality. Like, I get like trying to portray the police in a positive light, but like you should show this to the police.
Yeah.
The police are the ones doing it. It's not the people. It's not like I need to know that the police are going to be nicer now.
Yeah,
the police need to know they should be fucking nicer now.
Yeah, right. God. Yeah, I don't know. That's like a whole other thing about like propaganda and like go watch skip intro series on propaganda. Of course.
Fuck Paw Patrol, man.
Fuck Paw Patrol.
Fuck Paw Patrol.
Yeah, but no, like So like I like the fact that the show just makes the police like a bad guy.
Just like stupid fucking idiots.
Stupid idiots. Yeah. Which they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that was like the first, like, not the first, but like that was like a very funny, like good first 5 minutes of like, that's a good setup and payoff right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially since this episode really fucking starts taking shit like to like 11. Like,
well, I mean, like I feel like they got their seriousness out before they really do the next episode, which is like fuck. It doesn't even have Barry in it for the first 50 minutes.
Yeah, Barry's in it for maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And half of that is also either the future or a hallucination.
Yeah.
Probably who knows?
Probably a hallucination, but
yeah.
Fucking, and they also have like set him up to be a fucking killing machine so hard.
Yeah.
That now it's like he's Michael Myers. Now I feel like I'm watching Halloween and Barry could show up at any time and kill anyone.
Which that was a part. There was so one of the main, I guess, like it's not really a twist. It was a payoff.
Yeah.
Is NoHo Hank kills and almost kills Cristobal in this scene, but kills basically the rival gangs and almost kills Cristobal in like the sand thing.
Yeah, so they have this like sand setup where they're illegally importing sand from Chechnya.
Yeah.
And to sell legally.
Yeah.
So they're sort of quote unquote going legit. By not killing people anymore, they're just, whatever. But Hank is using this as an excuse to get all of the rival gangs together in one place so he can kill them all.
Yeah, literally in the sand. Yeah. Because, his hand has been forced by Chechens to do this. So, and he tries to get, oh my God. And I will say,
was terrifying.
This scene, where it's Cristobal, like his head above the sand. And then for like, I think like 45 seconds straight up to a minute is you just see a black screen with like, Cristobal suffocating.
Yeah, like making suffocating sounds.
Yeah,
and then, he gets
saved by Hank.
Yeah, and you're like a little bit like, oh my God, is he fucking dead?
And there was a part too where you were telling me like, oh, is this fucking Barry doing this?
No, you thought it was Barry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Barry. My bad.
You thought it was Barry.
Sorry.
I thought it was Hank. Because Hank was like, all right, Cristobal, we should leave. And I was like, oh, fuck, he's going to kill the guys. Because I didn't even fully comprehend that he was trying to kill the rival gangs. I wasn't really fully paying attention to the Hank Cristobal thing because I was more focused on other shit. So I didn't understand why he wanted to kill them. But because I guess the narrative decision of having Cristobal be like, all right, hold on, we're going to hang out together, blah, blah, blah. And I guess sort of Cristobal and Hank, sort of a metaphor for their relationship, how they've been kind of dissenting a little bit over the past.
And separating,
Hank bringing up Barry and Hank talking about Barry all these times, and then Cristobal's like, why do you give
Why
a
do
shit?
You want that? Yeah.
Who cares? And right before this, too, Hank being like, Barry's out of prison, everything's really fucked up.
And Hank's like...
And then Cristobal's like, fucking who cares? Which is like crazy to me. You should care.
You should care, yeah.
You should care.
Have you not watched season 2 of Barry, the season you were introduced in?
He might as well skin you. Like, he might as well be fucking Hannibal Lecter. Like, come on, you need to worry about it. But I guess Cristobal's like,
I
need water.
Yeah. But no, so like fucking that scene's crazy and like
and then he digs Cristobal out and you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. And I guess their arc before we even get into like Sally or fucking what's his name? Not the teacher. What's his name?
Gene.
Gene. Yeah, Cousineau. Yeah, thank you.
Because that also happened. I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, and that's like I think that's probably the craziest twist in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cristobal and Hank, they're like having dinner with the Chechenians, and fucking Cristobal just can't take it. Like he can't like fathom what happened pretty much.
Yeah. And he's like
Hank's like just like over like charging, like just doing all this shit behind Hank's Cristobal's back.
Because he has to, because otherwise it's gonna be so they're now working with the Russians to sort of take over the crime syndicate of LA.
Yeah.
And Cristobal's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And Hank is like, you have to.
Yeah.
And then Cristobal's like, you can't just like, and it's sort of a really beautiful, like, now it's an abusive relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because now Hank is like, you can't leave my house. You can't leave this house. You can't leave.
Yeah.
And Cristobal's like, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want. And then Hank is like, no, that's not what I'm saying. You can't leave. You can't leave. Don't leave.
Yeah.
And then eventually lets him leave and comes back in, and they're like, sorry, we had to do that. And they kill him.
Yeah, the Chechens just straight up kill him outside the car. And like, this is like, I think that scene was like almost all in one shot.
That was the Russians, though.
That was the Russians?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the Chechens.
No, it was Russian.
Okay, well, damn. But yeah, that was a fucking tense scene.
That was really, the entire thing was fucking crazy, because Hank has gone off the deep end in this season so far.
And now has really gone off the deep end.
That actor is acting his fucking pussy off, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. He's he's going for an Emmy. Something. He's doing great. Holy shit.
Gonna try and dethrone Kieran Culkin from Succession.
Is he doing a good job, Kieran Culkin?
Apparently, yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to catch up on Succession too.
Okay.
Like, I'm on season 2 still, but like fucking I mean, he's acting his ass off still. Okay. Everyone's acting their ass off.
Yeah, I bet.
Succession. Another show I will talk about at some point.
You have to get me to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get you in.
Oh, it's just a lot.
You don't want to hear Brian Cox call everyone the C word 20 times in an episode while he pisses on his son's office carpet.
The old guy?
Yeah.
Logan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so that's the Hank Cristobal, which can't wait to see where that goes. Yeah, see what happens to Hank now.
Well, it's done.
Yeah, Hank's never brought up again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
The Sally
Reed, she's trying to steal the role of her partner, her student, because she's nervous about acting and she's kind of bad. And
I like that they poke fun at like the Marvel shit where they bring in the director of, I think, Room.
Oh, really?
I can't remember which film specifically. Was it Little Women? Maybe I can't remember.
No, it was Coda.
Coda, yeah. They brought in her to direct this shitty fucking.
And she does Marvel. The great line. Oh, the previous episode too. The great line of Barry calling Hank and being like, "If Gene was a dog, he needed to go to a new home." If you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah.
So good.
And there's the line of, when people see this movie, they're really gonna think
the person that directed Coda directed this.
Yeah.
Which is really
such
funny.
A funny fucking line, yeah. And there's a point, where Sally like literally
does the
in
monologue
front of the and like steps in front of her student to deliver it. And then that director's like, we need to put this
but it needs to come out of that. And it's like, just because Sally's not tall enough or boobtastic enough.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Boobtastic.
And then they're like trying to give her like consolation prizes of like, listen, you can be like a acting like coach for like $70,000 a year, studio pay for it.
Pretty good.
And like, maybe you'll be able to come back into the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really just like the most like
that's
condescending.
Not so bad, honestly.
Yeah.
You know
but
what?
Also like, I feel like it's definitely condescending. Like,
I guess if you're pretentious, but I'm like, fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the job you fell in love with, though. You know what I mean?
I feel,
from an artist standpoint and from a person that tried to do performance, it's like, that's the job that you like. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oops. That's what it calls for. when you scream the C word at somebody and it's fucking, recorded.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna want to work with you, dude. Yeah, but it is kind of shitty because like all of that happened because of Barry.
Yeah, and
and I'm confused about their meaning on that. Like, if you have an abusive boyfriend, it can really fuck you up in your professional life.
Yeah,
especially if you sort of bring him on into your professional life. And like, yeah, absolutely. And I think it's definitely unfair. And it's something that like, because Sally is a victim.
Yeah.
As shitty as she might be sometimes, she's still a victim.
True, yeah.
So, and sort of the way that everybody is reacting to her is terrible. And she's sort of trying to get back into Hollywood and get her career going. But people are like, no one likes you because they know that you're kind of an asshole sometimes now. But, realistically, she can't come out and say the person I was with was shitty. And people know that now that he's in prison, but no one really gives a crap, really. They're just kind of like, damn, are you okay?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that too, where like they're talking about like how he escaped from prison, and she's just like unaffected by it.
Yeah, like the only person who really cares so far is her student.
Yeah, and she's also the only person that told her because like apparently
no one else did.
Sally left her phone away for like a while, and like she's getting a bunch of messages and shit. But like fucking yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. Yeah,
and so it's amazing that after all of this that's happened, sort of Sally is. Oh my God. And the scene that I keep thinking about where Sally goes to the prison and talks to Barry and says, you make me feel safe. And he's like, what did you say? What did you say?
That again? Yeah.
Can you say that again? It made you feel safe? Sally, that's beautiful. And he keeps saying that over and over again.
Yeah.
Like really fucked up.
And that has its payoff at the ending of this episode where like Barry's just hiding in her house.
And she goes home and that fucking triggered me, man. Because if you are a woman and you've ever been out and you have left the back door open or something, and you are nervous about that sort of thing, you've had that moment where you're walking around your house and you see places that you've left dark.
Yeah. And there's that pan shot of like the hallway, but it's completely dark and you can't tell that Barry's there.
But you know that he's there.
You know he's fucking there.
You know it.
God. So good.
That was really good. That was really like realistic to shit in my life, how I felt.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's all fucking.
Yeah. And then, she says Barry and he comes out and that's kind of the end.
Yeah.
And she go and she's like, do you want to get out of here? And he goes, really?
Really? Yeah, let's do it.
And that's the first time he shows up in the episode.
Yeah, that's literally the only time. Like, and then they do. I think probably hallucination.
Most likely.
Of like him.
Their kid.
They're having a kid, but they're like out in like the desert pretty much. Like,
and their kid is has
acting
anger
out.
issues.
Yeah.
Is acting out.
Yeah.
And Bear's like, I'll talk to him.
Yeah. And then directed by Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Like, you fuck Bill Hader.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next episode. Also, we didn't even talk about it. Fuchs shot his own son. Not Fuchs.
I was saving that for last. Yeah. Because that's like, I think the most shocking thing that happens. Oh, I mean, it's hard to compare them, but like
it really is. But it's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, because there's a scene because like they isolate what is it? They isolate Cousineau in like the cabin where Moss was shot, which is also kind of fucked up. I feel like
really fucked up.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that is because it seems like the same area. But what happens is like his son leaves him there, and like, man, and this is another setup and payoff.
Yeah,
but not funny. Not the funny payoff.
Yeah,
you're gonna shoot your son payoff.
Yeah, like, but also like, Cousineau's now a victim because Cousineau spent all that time in the third season being kidnapped by Barry.
Yeah, and like being forced to do shit for Barry, and now he's like stuck here,
and he has like PTSD pretty much of Barry showing up and fucking with him. Yeah,
so they set up like, so okay, so his son is like you can't go out, you can't, there's nothing here, and then he's Cousineau's like, well, not even like this specific
I can't
cafe
order
from this cafe,
shit from this cafe, yeah.
And he's like, no, and then it's dead of night.
Yeah,
Cousineau has his prop gun.
Yeah,
that apparently works, which is also like,
yeah,
they've set that up a lot. Yeah. Because like before there were seasons where like not Barry, but Cousineau will like hold the gun, but immediately after shaking, all the bullets would come out, and it'd be for comedic effect.
Yeah.
But now he knows how to use it apparently, and fucking shoots his son in the shoulder. I think is where it was.
Think so.
Because his shadow comes out above the in the window of the door,
which hopefully means that he's okay.
Yeah, because that would be fucking.
But also, it's kind of, if you think metaphorically about Kusuno's sort of arc, Barry was like his son, and Barry was treating Kusuno like his dad.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And Kusuno's not a good dad.
No, not at all.
But he was good enough of a dad for Barry, just for telling him, hey, you're not a bad person.
And also, yeah, in comparison to like Fuchs, like fucking...
Yeah, who's just like, you are a bad person. You'll continue to be a bad person.
Yeah.
Because you're just never going to be a good person.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the ultimate question with Barry is redemption even possible?
Yeah.
And I guess their answer so far is like, not in this society.
No,
like,
not here, baby.
Not in this prison system.
Yeah. We're all fucked, and it's the rainbow. Fucking yeah.
That'll be the last episode. Instead of Barry, it'll be like, we're fucked.
We're fucked. You thought this show was a comedy. You're fucking wrong.
You're fucking wrong, bitch. But yeah, I don't know. And so basically, it's interesting to see sort of like the history repeating itself with Kusuno, where he's now being a bad dad again.
Yeah.
Even though what he's trying to do is just protect himself, because it's sort of like, and then maybe that's why he was a bad dad in the past, was, sort of generational trauma for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really good.
It's so
Everybody's
good.
making great. And also, I really want to point out, he wasn't really that much in this episode, but Jim was specifically put Kusuno in the cabin where Janet Moss, his daughter, died.
Oh, yeah, true.
But also knew exactly where Barry would be.
Yeah, but apparently still missed, like, because apparently the when in the scene where Sally comes home,
I think that was
Jim is sleeping.
I think that was what happened, was he was trying to stop her from going in so he could catch Barry, but then missed her going in and kind of was like, oh, fuck.
Ah, fuck, yeah.
So I think now we'll see what happens immediately after.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking, and I think that was why, like, Kusuno was so fucking worried about Barry showing up at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
When I think Jim was like, of course not. He's never going to.
Yeah.
He doesn't care that much about this specific murder. That's kind of the situation, is like people that visit the scene of the crime, they care about what happened, and just Barry doesn't. He cares about Sally. So Jim sort of knows more about Barry's psyche than Gene Kusuno does, because Gene is kind of like in his own head.
Yeah,
thinking that he's the one that Barry is going to murder first.
And that's also kind of like shown when he's doing like the theatrical performance of Barry. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, when I met him, he was like, whatever. And
he puts that horrible accent, like almost New Yorker, Brooklyn-esque, like fucking, yeah, I'm fucking.
And if you like actors and you like fucking who plays Gene Kusuno?
Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler. If you like him and you like seeing him act, and you like Bill Hader, this is a beautiful moment, because you get to see Henry Winkler do a Bill Hader impression.
Yeah.
Which has got to be one of the funnier moments on this show. Like, doing it. Like, I'm sure Bill Hader was behind the scenes laughing his fucking ass off.
Please say you love me.
Please say you love me. Really good.
This motherfucker. Like, yeah. So good, yeah.
Yeah. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the next episode so much.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, fuck. There's one other really funny scene. And it's where it's Gene with his lawyer breaking into the reporter's house.
Oh, yes.
And there's they like break the fucking
window. Computer.
I think this is another. There's a lot of like really long shots, and I really like that about this show, because I think this is one of the longer shots where like they throw it in, and then the lawyer in the background throwing it in, and like fucking like while Gene's talking to the wife, and then like the wife's like, oh, he's not here, but he said he was going to like some detective's house.
It's real true crime humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, if you've ever like listened to true crime, if you've heard all the crazy shit the cops do, the stupid bumbling idiot shit the cops do, and you've laughed, if you're that kind of person, then this is really funny.
Yeah.
For sure.
God. But yeah, no, this is a great show.
Yeah,
I can't wait for tomorrow's episode.
Me too.
Yeah.
I gotta know. I mean, I assume the son's gonna be okay.
Bill Hader's like, nope.
Nope, I'm showing up.
Apparently there was I don't know if this is true, but I saw on TikTok, apparently Bill Hader just wanted to do a subplot where Hank and Cristobal just like toured Santa Fe.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
But nope, we gotta kill Cristobal.
Damn, maybe
So
it'll be
so now it's gonna be we gotta kill the son. What if we do a thing where Gene and his son just like, reconnect and like they share a love for theater? Nope, we're gonna kill the son, baby.
Yeah, and it's especially sad because Kusuno's son has a son.
Yeah. God. But yeah, great show. Go watch it.
All right. All right. Starkit's Prophecy. Come on, let's go. Chapter 19. Let's fucking go. The Mirage.
Oh, is that actually spelled right?
Yeah.
Oh. And this is the part where Josh is going to check out.
Wouldn't this be kind of funny if it was like The Prestige and that was just the entire script of The Prestige?
I guess that would be kind of funny, yeah.
You ever seen The Prestige?
No, I haven't.
Good.
Yeah, nice. Is this good?
No.
Okay. Wow. All right, so what happened last time, Sarah?
Somebody fucking died. Who gives a shit? I think the deputy died or whatever.
Oh.
And they have a new deputy. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares about this shit?
Have we
go
both
listen
mentally
to the last thing.
Have we both mentally checked out from this?
I'm sorry, I gotta keep tabs on these fucking cats now.
I will say we did keep tabs more on the wolf story than we did this one.
Yeah, we were more interested in actually what was going on.
Yeah, but
this one, it just seems like random crap happens every chapter.
I think someone's already suggested a new thing, and I don't know what it is right now, and I can't remember it.
I know what you're talking. I read that too, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah. So get ready for us.
Was it Your Name? The One Direction Mafia.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Why do we have to read? It's our fucking life, yeah.
The next morning, Stargleam woke up and Hawkfrost was still sleeping next to her. She didn't want to wake him, so she left him then and went to look for a bunch of cats to go on patrol. Fuck.
They're off on parole, dude?
But it was spelled Peralt. All right.
I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming the story.
Jazz Song, Red Paw, Lake Paw, Flame Pelt. You're all going to parole to the Wind Clan border. Fuck. Okay. She said, and then she went back to her den to wake Hawk Forest up. She had to tell him something. Hawk Frost, let's get married. She woke him up. C-O-K. She cock him up.
She cock him up, yeah.
She woke him up and looked at him expectantly, and he blinked his amber eyes. Oh, sweet. That's a great idea, he said. Should we tell the clan? Yeah, that's why I was waking you up. She left the den, and Hawkfrost was following. Let all cats older to catch their prey gather here beneath the high ledge for a clan meeting. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm sorry. I know I remember it from the books, but I don't remember the exact words, and it's misspelled, so I don't know. If I read it correctly, it's let all vats older to cast their on prey gather here bent the high edge for a clan meeting. So, I mean, I'm doing the best I fucking can, all right? Shit.
Actually, it's a clan meddling when all the clans become meddling kids and solve cases together.
They all gathered, even though Milo was upset that Briarpaw had been hurt. I haven't actually read Fading Ashes yet, but I've heard that she gets hurt.
Because we're trying to keep it in canon with the books.
Yeah, exactly.
We're trying to make sure that this story, lest it have to become a published novel, will still at least work within the canon of fucking warrior cats.
Hawkfrost and I are getting married, yelled Starpaw happy. Everyone started clapping.
And I clapped.
Everyone started clapping. Do you know what the clapping is spelled like?
No.
Crapping.
No, that's right. That's actually
crapping.
They started crapping their pants because they couldn't believe it. They couldn't fucking believe it.
All right. They were so happy for Star. They needed a mat. They knew she needed a mate. Do you know what we should do? Called out Bub Paw.
Called out fucking Bub.
Call that fucking Bub. And Stargleam didn't want to listen to him because he was stupid. Author's note. Just look at his name. How could he not be stupid?
Wow. Fuck you. Yeah. Naming a fucking, using a character's name that you deem to be stupid so all your other characters can name him stupid. What a fucking Monopoly guy. Jesus.
But she was leader, so she decided to herm him. What is it, bum flit? She asked, looking at the cat. We should announce it to the gathering, he said, and everybody cheered. They all argued with him. So the clan cats left for the gathering, but when they got there, they saw Bullstar was dead. In his place was Flamestar.
That means someone to someone. Something to someone. I don't know.
There's only a certain amount of words that you can't read, that you can read, that you can, but you can't read, that your brain is like, turn off, turn off,
turn off,
turn off, don't do this.
And it really, but the quota when it comes to like when we have to start reading like the Reddit stories, then it becomes like, like I got to turn my brain back on for this, I actually
have stopped reading stories that I know I'm going to have a hard trouble reading.
That's fair. I just stopped reading stories entirely. I just picked titles.
Okay, chapter 19, The New Love. Stupid flames, you're all Satanists. Star Jesus is your savior. Why can't you just accept that? Also, I'm not a troll. People tell me I'm very pretty. By the way, Jazz, are you happy with the last chapter? I know I promised you I would make you deputy. Gasp. What are you doing here, Firestar? She said. I took over Shadow Clan, he said happily. I went to their territory and they found me there. They told me that Blackstar was dead, so he was so depressed. Wow, that's
how's it spelled?
DPERSED.
Depressed. Depressed.
That's not how you spell that. He was so depressed when you became leader that he committed suicide.
What? Thanks, Star Jesus.
Oh my gosh, but that's a sin, said Stargleam. I know, right? Said Firestar. But he was so sad you wouldn't be his mate. Gleamstar was sad for a moment, but then she remembered her and Hawkfrost Coon were getting married, and she was happy again.
Hearing that someone you knew died and then being like, well, at least I'm getting married.
Hot take.
Yeah.
More empathy in that paragraph than in the wolf story parents dying.
Yes.
Because at least
it was there. At least it was there for like a second,
At least Blackstar wasn't like, here, don't worry about me. I'm just going to go kill myself. You got it. You know what I mean?
Leave your hot take analysis between the wolf story and this in the comments. That's something I want to hear. I want to hear your guy. I want to see a 2-hour-long video essay about how that one moment has, but compared to the wolf story we read.
She ran towards the high rock. All the cats were catching her as she passed. They wondered why she was even more radiant than usual today. It was because she is happy, Hawkfrost thought. Cats of all clans, she yowled. I have an announcement. What is it, leader? They all said. Hawkfrost and me are getting married. The cats cheered
and crapped
and saw and happy. Some of them were sad they never got to be Stargleam's mate, but they were happy anyways because they loved her and knew what was best. Let the marriage begin. But before the marriage could happen, there was a noise. I want her to be my mate, said a voice from Adobe? Like Adobe
Premiere? This is quite an...
Above. Context clues. Star Clan? Said Gleamstar. No, said the voice. It's the Dark Forest. And then there were clouds. It started to rain and lightning struck. It hurt Stargleam. It hurt. And Gleamstar could feel herself. Did?
Died on the inside?
Could feel herself die? I don't know. Look.
Okay, wait, hold on. And Gleamstar could feel herself
I think it's die.
Die. I assume because we're going
I think
to
it's
the
die.
yo, wait.
Because we're going to the dark forest again.
That's pretty, you know what? Cutting edge to kill your protagonist.
Yeah.
Except it isn't. This was done in Harry Potter. So you can bring him back. Yeah.
She woke up. She was in the dark forest. She remembered. It was black around. Black Star, she said, wondering if he wanted to see. Was Black Star a bad cat? She wondered. She didn't know if he would be too to the. Okay, I'm gonna read this the way it fucking is because this doesn't make any damn sense.
This is the author's intent. Yeah.
Okay. She woke up. She was in the dark frost. She remembered. It was black around. Black Star, she said, wondering if he'd wanted to see. Was Black Star a bad cat? She wondered. She didn't know if she would the letter O to Bark Firest. Is incomprehensible. That I've been doing a great fucking job so far. And if you really think I haven't, you go and fucking read this yourself, and then you come back to me
with an
look
apology.
At me in my eyes
with an apology
and apologize, okay? Or if you genuinely think that, look at me in my eyes and say you could do a better job, okay? Because I don't fucking believe you.
If you realize how hard a job it is, if you want to pay for Sarah's brain surgery that we're going to have to do after this, you can go to patreon.com.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to the doctor for the first time in years and then be like, why do you have this many tumors?
Why do you have a prostate shaped tumor in your
you got
vocal
so
gland?
many fucking tumors in your head, dude. She woke up. She was in the dark. Oh, I'm not reading that again. She saw a shape in the distance. Black Star, she said. It's me, Stargleam. The cat turned around. It was Ashfire. Ashfire looked at her, giggle. He said, Gleamstar, you're beautiful. Like Squire Flit. I want you to be my Met. No, said Gleam. He looked sad. What do you mean? He said. And then he was Brockenstar?
What a twist. I assume.
What?
Thanks for making my job harder tomorrow. I appreciate
You're
that.
fucking welcome.
Yeah.
You're fucking welcome.
Thank you. That meant something
and
to
zoom
someone.
in on my face too.
No, okay, you can go fuck yourself. Hold on. Like, listen, Sarah. I appreciate what you're doing with like reading this, but like, I'm doing more, not more than the bare minimum.
I swear to God. I mean, none of this should be. Actually, this is what it was supposed to say. Luckily, this is pre-recorded because if somebody told me that right now, like if this was on Twitch or something,
yeah,
I'd find a gun and shoot myself in the head just because of the pain.
Yeah, gun show's coming into town next week, and let me tell you, there might be one more. There's a potential customer waiting.
Yeah,
waiting for the Facebook ads you're gonna get because we said this, and your phone's like.
That would be another funny way to die is to go to the gun show and buy a gun and be like, wow, so do you recommend this one? And like take up like an hour of their time and then be like, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it depends on what you're going to use it for. I'm like, oh, is it good for like, like hunting, I guess, or whatever.
Like close range.
Like close range hunting, I guess.
Like, like less than an inch.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess if you put it in any gun and close range, you're really gonna get the job done, you know what I mean? But yeah, this one I think it's good. It's affordable, and then you're like, oh, okay, great, yeah, it sounds good, I'll buy it.
Like the perfect gun.
Yeah, awesome. And thank God with Florida law, you don't actually need to conceal carry, really. You don't need a permit,
awesome, dude? Yeah, it's great
to conceal carry. So that's I've been interested in guns. I don't have any training, but well, okay. And then he like goes through the process and he's like, oh yeah, here's how you
load.
How you do the thing, you do the trigger, and then, but yeah, so here you go. And then you're like, oh wow, great. That's really cool. Then he hands you a loaded gun and then you just, yeah. I think that would be awesome.
I think that would be
a really funny way to do that. And I think could have good lasting impact, I think. Also.
I think so too, yeah. Sarah's law. You can't
kill yourself at the gun show.
Yeah. God. How are you feeling about how many more chapters? We have like 18 more, right?
Yeah.
So 9 more episodes, more than 2 months worth of this.
I forget about it in between.
That's true. It doesn't take a lot of headspace.
No.
That's good. Because there wasn't a lot of headspace writing this, so it's kind of nice.
That's pretty good.
That's a nice thing. I'm not.
That's why I say when you're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and I don't remember either.
Yeah.
And, I literally watch these. I do this once, and I watch it over, and I still can't remember shit that happens. I'm literally editing it, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Do you want to do Reddit or you want to do ads?
Let's do fucking ads, dude. We gotta earn some sort of currency for your brain tumors.
No, brain tumor, yeah.
Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I know I sure am.
What?
What?
You better like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell.
Hit that dang bell, dude.
And don't forget to raise 5 stars on Apple and Spotify.
Do it.
If you want to help the podcast financially, though, there's a couple ways to do it. If you go over to patreon.com/APWSTR, you get early access to podcast episodes. You get added bonus content as well as ad-free content, so you don't have to listen to this whole spiel every week. Yeah, Sarah's going crazy for it. But if you want to not get the free content and bonus content, it's not free, you got to pay for it. If you don't want any of that nonsense...
nonsense.
If you're okay with the ads, you're okay with not getting bonus content.
You don't want to give your sense to that nonsense.
And you want to help us out one time, you can go over to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR, and whatever you put in your coffees, you can buy us coffees, and we'll read whatever you have to say in the note.
As long as it's not stupid and dumb. By that, I mean racist, transphobic, homophobic, anything bad. Exactly. It can be stupid.
It can be stupid, though.
It can be like 2 + 2 = 3 or something. I'll read it.
No, I won't read that. I won't spread lies. Read it. I won't spread lies on this fucking show.
I love spreading misinformation.
No. Demonetized.
Fuck.
Buzzy B bought a coffee.
Buzzy B.
Hi, guys. I enjoy the podcast so much. Smiley face. I always have such a difficult time doing chores around the house, but the podcast always helps me to get up and motivated to do them.
Nice.
I just want to say thank you for that. I hope both of you have a great night, and 2 heart emojis.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're happy to help you out do your chores.
Yeah.
So Kale bought us 2 coffees. Hey, Josh and Sarah. I'm a little behind on episodes, but I realized that I've been listening to APWSTR for a whole year now.
Nice.
Last year's Creator Clash was my first ever pod, and it's now come full circle. Shout out to my friend Mary, who introduced me to you both. And thank you to you for carrying me through some really difficult times. Let the record show that while I'm very gay, Sarah is a goddess and fine as hell. Like, she has me reconsidering everything. ... Kissy face emoji. Nothing for me. Anyways, I sent 2 coffees, 1 for each, unless Sarah wants them both.
I do want
Sorry,
both.
Josh. Love you both.
Sorry, Josh.
And keep up the amazing work creating the only podcast I'll ever listen to. Well,
Nice.
Thank you for that last one. No, I'm taking both the fucking coffees. Because fucking, are you guys fucking kidding me?
I'm going to file workplace compensation.
Every goddamn coffee. Every single one.
Not everyone.
Every single one.
You just read one that wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that. But someone make an Excel spreadsheet of every coffee we've gotten that has coffees, or for Sarah specifically.
You can be creative with it. You can make a diagram. You can make like a pie chart.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want visually.
Make a pie chart. It's just gonna be a full circle, and it's just gonna say Sarah love. And that's
Disseminate this information however you want. You don't have to do it as an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, but a spreadsheet might help. Thank you for the coffees.
Thanks for the coffees, guys.
Yeah. And if you want to become a channel member, we haven't streamed in a while. We've been very busy.
We have been.
But starting next month or 2, we should be able to do more streams more frequently.
Yeah, it should be less time.
Yeah. And that's also a good way if you want to get your name at the end of the podcast without spending $5 for Patreon.
I meant more time in our busy schedule, so we're good. Yeah.
But yeah, fucking that's about it. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
Let's do it. Let's do these Reddit stories.
All right, it's Reddit time.
10. We gotta get through 10.
We gotta get through 10. We did it. I really fucked myself when I said, hey, let's do 8 stories one of these weeks, because this week I had to post a bunch of TikToks, and I just didn't have
enough.
Well, there were enough technically, but I didn't really want to make them TikToks for one reason or another. Like, some of them were listener stories from a while ago.
Oh, okay.
And there was one with like the what is it? The parents being like, I don't approve of your age gap relationship, and I know you told me specifically not to do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't do that. I was like really tempted, like, fuck, this is the only one I could think of that maybe. But I was like, Sarah said no, I'm not doing it.
So I do this one first. It's really sad.
Maybe save it for, yeah. But okay, welcome to the Reddit segment, everybody.
Welcome to the Reddit.
We both got 5 Reddit stories, and Sarah will be kicking us off with a story.
Oh, this one's great. I love this one.
Okay, good. So starts off with a banger because we got to really.
This one's really good.
Yeah,
I like this one a lot.
All right, yeah.
This is from True Off My Chest.
Ooh.
My ex-girlfriend got revenge on me, and I'm so broken.
Oh shit. Okay.
I, male 25, have been with my ex-girlfriend Carly, female 23, for nearly 10 years. We were high school sweethearts and we had a good relationship up until she completed college. Adulthood has been putting a strain on our relationship, so bills and finding sustaining jobs has been a challenge. We started arguing a bunch and just started overall being annoyed with each other's existence.
Okay.
Cool. We weren't sleeping in the same room, let alone being intimate. It was a tough time, to say the least. We tried therapy, and I felt like it wasn't working. I honestly wanted to be done, but I couldn't break up with her because we lived together, and she helped me get out of debt. So I did something horrible, and I started cheating on her with her childhood best friend.
What? Okay. Well, yes. I don't know how to bring up like an adult that I don't think we should be together. So your best friend and I started fucking.
I thought she would never find out, and my gosh, was I wrong.
What do you mean they were never gonna what?
My gosh?
My goodness.
I'm really getting caught up on the details, but my gosh is written in there. Yeah.
My gosh.
My gosh, what I was wrong.
What an oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yesterday afternoon, I came home and she wanted to talk, and without hesitation, she jumped straight into it and asked me point blank if I was cheating on her. And I, of course, tried to lie, and she just started laughing and says, I knew you weren't going to admit it, but now I'm going to give you I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, so now I just feel less guilty. I just confessed to her, and she just looked at me and didn't have any expression nor speak. When I finished, she just laughs and told me that I would never, When I finished, she just laughs and told me, and I would never forget it. Honestly, it's fine because Louie was over last weekend and we had a great time.
Oh.
My heart dropped to my stomach because Louie is my big brother.
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh, this tea is piping hot, bro.
Some fucking piping fucking hot. Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, I don't want to be friends with anyone in this scenario.
I just thought it was a low blow on Carly, given she knew how insecure I was about my brother. He's the golden child and literally always did things 10 times better than me. Batman couldn't get that shit out of me. If my brother fucked my fucking partner and I said he always does things 10 times better than me. I wouldn't
say that publicly,
Never ever would I say that.
Well, that's pretty fucking wild.
You just admitted he's better at sex than you.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking Jesus.
You fucking dumbass. On the internet.
On the fucking internet,
It's never gonna go away. Okay.
Christ almighty.
Always did things 10 times better than me. I'm starting to have some sort of relationship with him, not true. And meanwhile, she can just drop her friend. So it's not as bad. My chest and heart has been hurting so much since I found out, and I'm so broken. I know I was wrong for cheating first, but if she knew, why didn't she just break up with me first? I called out of work because I feel like throwing up.
Rich. That's kind of rich coming from you, man.
Why didn't you break up with her?
Yeah, come on. Don't be a pussy breakup. Yeah, you're yelling. Yeah, it just peaks all shit. Fucking on the fucking Adobe. God.
Did you know that you can get natural distortion by screaming into the microphone?
That's crazy. Whoa.
I called out of work because I feel like throwing up just thinking about it. Oh, poor baby. Damn. Okay, this is the edit, which is really why I chose this one.
Okay, yeah. Should I strap in for this or?
Yeah. Edit. I did not intend for this to be a viral post. I'm just extremely hurt, and I get I fucked up. Also, yes, I know she did because she offered video proof, and my brother has been dodging my calls. I'm going actually insane right now, and all you people are just obsessed with kicking me while I'm down, and it's fucked up. Like, why'd
you post it on the fucking internet? Wait, okay.
I don't fucking post it then, dumbass.
Like, okay, usually I'm okay, like 90% of the time I'm really like guy, like, you know, I get it.
We shouldn't dunk on people.
We shouldn't dunk on people. And it's
really, this is mostly to do a light dunking and then you move on.
It's a very light dunking and move on. Like last week, like when I was looking at the stories that I picked, I specifically went against a story because a guy apologized for being an asshole, you know? Yeah. But like
on the flip side, I chose this one because this guy is like, guys, stop bullying me.
Yeah. That's the really real funny. That's the real two genders of this podcast is Josh empathetically being like, I'll sit this one out for this guy. I do that
sometimes too.
Yeah.
Just not when it's like, she fucking my brother.
But this is some pretty crazy tea. Yeah.
He really, and I mean, I guess the thing, I'll finish
okay, yeah, we'll finish up after this, yeah.
Like, I get it, lol, so funny, she won, good for her. Also, with the debt, she helped me pay it off. She just did it from her inheritance. I didn't ask her. If she asked for the money back, I will be willing to set up some payment arrangement with her. So she chose to have her own inheritance from whoever the fuck died in her family, help you out of debt, and you pay her back by cheating on her with her best friend.
Yeah. Like, okay, like, man, no decision here was good. Wow, this is, oh my god. People are like this? People are like fucking...
I think it's good that she fucked the brother. I'm gonna be honest, and I think it's great. I think that was a great decision.
I think that, you know...
I don't care if I'm toxic. I think that's wonderful. I think that's a great idea. Because what? So, okay, so he expected... Like, the way he's talking about this is like... Yeah, I cheated on her, whatever.
Yeah, and that's like the one thing. That's like the one thing where I'm like, yeah, you should have just fucking broke.
She's supposed to just like, and now it's on her to break up with him.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, you should have just broken up with her in the first place, not make this weird fucking loop where like, oh, because I'm cheating on you, you break up with me.
That somehow it's worse because it's your brother than it was her best
cheating.
Friend.
Yeah, like it's still fucking. God, people are fucking crazy.
Like, you know, like that's fucking crazy, dude.
God,
I don't know. You're expecting her to just fucking take it. You fucked around and found out.
Yeah, you found out. Yeah,
you hurt someone else, and you expect them to just like deal with it and be the more mature person than you.
Yeah, that's not gonna. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah,
and you found out.
You found out. Yeah.
I think that's allowed.
This is a real. Yeah, this is like
that's
sometimes.
Fine.
Sometimes the nuclear option is acceptable to be pushed, I feel like.
She didn't kill your pet. She didn't do anything. She just fucked your brother. And that's the Instagram. Fucking, yeah. She didn't do shit. She just fucked your brother, man.
Just fucked your brother, yeah.
In fact, you know what?
10 times better at everything is the craziest fucking thing.
She created more pleasure in this world, you know, and you just created more pain. So
10 times more pleasure to be exact.
10 times more.
We know the math.
I feel like that's a female fantasy. I don't know. I feel like that really is like with the idea, the really kind of fucked up sort of psychology of like, what am I going to do if my boyfriend cheats on me? Like, or really betrays me or something.
Yeah.
And I've straight up thought about it. I'm sure I've been like, all right, great. We're going to break up. You get this room. I'll get the other room.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my Tinder dates home. And you're going to have to meet them.
Yeah. I got to shake their hands.
You got to shake their fucking hand.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking keep it down, bastard. And it even doesn't, it's not even cheating. Just if we broke up. Just if. As I'm going to be so pissed off, that's what's going to happen.
There's actually has a gun up against me right now being like, if you break up with me, I'm going to fucking...
Yeah.
Even if it's the most amicable breakup where it's just like, you know, we both don't have these,
it's great. And like on Tinder, as we're doing the breakup, like setting up my account.
I'm trying to talk to you, Sarah.
I'm making eye contact with you.
But you're not paying attention. Wait, you were left side. Oh, thank you. You were saying no to them. That's what that... You were doing the wrong...
It's female intuition. You didn't let me go on long enough.
Oh, okay. At least I know you're still being selective.
Yeah, of course. I can't just talk to anybody. It's a serial killer.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
In our house?
No, sorry. In your portion of the house. Because this door will be
portion,
locked.
Yeah.
There's going to be a crime scene over there and I'll still be able to stream. in here. So,
Yeah.
God. I don't even know what to say about that one. That's just crazy. That's just fucking crazy,
Isn't that
dude.
fucking awesome?
That's pretty good,
I
honestly.
think that's great.
Hell yeah, solved it.
I approve.
Sarah approves.
Sarah approved cheating.
All right, okay. You ready? We gotta do this. We gotta fucking do this. Welcome to a very not obvious cut that I did.
Yeah,
in
what?
Post. Yeah,
What?
it's not like we had to record this podcast over 2 days for reasons. Okay, you ready, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Are you fucking ready?
I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
To go back to this podcast that we for sure didn't record over 2 days.
Yeah, no, what?
Yeah.
I totally don't have different glasses on right now.
Yeah, and I totally, you know. Okay, strap yourself in. All right, because I gotta read it for you. Yeah.
Yep. Let's go.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my?
Let's go. Next one. Okay.
Listen, if you want to fucking play games.
All right, whatever. You do your joke. Go.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister her haircut isn't some big achievement?
Yes. Oh my God, I want to read this one so bad now.
My dad died unexpectedly and relatively young. My youngest sister was 3 at the time. Her hair was a lot like his. It's super curly. Because of this, our mom did a lot to maintain it. Growing up, Mom would spend hours on my sister's hair, and each morning was dedicated to the two of them in the bathroom, with my sister screaming and crying because brushing it through it was long and unpleasant.
Feel that.
Up until she was 13, Mom insisted on washing and styling my sister's hair. She never let her cut it or dye it. When someone suggested getting it trimmed while they were kicked out of the house. I won't lie, Mom was controlling at times, but I thought we all knew it was because of grief and memory of our dad. Well, Mom died, and the first thing my sister did was get her hair chopped incredibly short and dyed. She sent myself and my siblings a picture of her new haircut with the caption, "Sharon, our mom, always said I was going to grow my hair down to my butt. Not anymore." I thought it was my sister's way of grieving, but now she mentions it a lot, like asking how pissed do you think Mom would be if she saw my hair this short. I told her after the 5th comment to stop acting like her haircut was some big achievement. It's not. Millions of people get haircuts, and she should know her hair was important to Mom because it reminded her of Dad. She said she wasn't supposed to be Sharon's doll or replacement of their dad.
True.
She should have been her own person. If I can't respect that, she doesn't need me. If I can't respect that, she doesn't need me in her life. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Like, very obviously. So, let me get this straight, right? It's okay for your dead mother, your mother who is dead now, while she was alive, to abuse a child because of grief. But it's not okay for your sister to cut her hair because of grief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sensing a double standard here.
Yeah,
just a
interesting.
Little bit.
Don't get it. And can't wait for the TikTok comments. They're like, and that's what I'm going to hear every time I read them, because it's like, man.
Yeah, you kind of have to, yeah.
As a person who is constantly like, you need to put, you know, like, I don't know. I had a fucking thing. My mom had a control thing over my hair too.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, every morning it was like, you need to brush your hair, even if I already brushed my hair.
You're right.
You need to be this way, blah, blah, blah. To the point where when I got older, she would like, one time she threatened me with like a belt into the shower.
Jesus Christ.
Trigger warning. After the trigger warning after the fact. To take a shower while I still had my clothes on.
Like to just like fucking
to redo my hair, even though I was late. I would be late for school. My hair was clean. She just thought it didn't look clean.
Yeah, and so you need to make it look clean, or else I look like a bad parent.
Yeah, exactly. That was what it was. So now every time I go out and I don't brush my hair or something, or my hair looks kind of wacky, and I go out to like go to Walmart or Publix or something, I feel a little victory. You know what I mean? Because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, right.
What your fucking hair looks like. You know?
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
No one gives a shit. Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. And it's a little victory. So fucking let your sister grow up and get past that shit. Not grow up. I'm not saying the right words today.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I'm out of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's not every day where we have to do it all in one day. Wink, wink.
Wink, wonk. Yeah.
No.
We were staying up all night writing the second half of the script.
Yeah, we had rewrites.
We had rewrites.
Yeah, but we couldn't write because of the strike. Which
strike,
is a thing I forgot to talk about earlier in the day.
Fuck.
No, but fucking no, yeah. I agree
you're
with
an
that.
asshole.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah, but Sarah, did you consider that
her
millions
haircut,
of people get haircuts every day?
Not your sister when they were growing up.
That is true. Yeah.
You described your sister crying, screaming every day.
Every morning, yeah, getting her hair in order, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
And now she's like, yay, I like the way my hair is in. And also it is kind of grief because every time now she looks at her short hair, she thinks about how her mom would hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. But nah, fuck her. Fuck her, dude.
Damn. I can't even imagine. Because, like, I have my hair now like it is, you know? I can't even imagine having my mom in my life to be like, you need to moisturize your hair. I would explode. All the skin.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
Solved it, though.
Solved it.
Hell yeah.
Am I the asshole for purposefully forgetting my daughter's 15th birthday? All right, ready again?
Is that okay,
no,
okay, there's
not
more.
The whole thing. There's more.
There's more to make it worse.
Yeah.
Good, great.
Am I the asshole for purposely forgetting my daughter's 15th birthday after she supposedly forgot mine the year prior?
Well, wait a minute. Now that we know that there's been an incident where allegedly she forgot the birthday a year prior because she's a teenager and she remembers everything about your parents.
Everyone. Their brains are new.
Let's hear her out. Let's hear them out.
Okay. My daughter and I have been getting into arguments about this since it happened in 2018.
So this is some long-standing trauma now. Good to know. Great.
Yesterday, she told me to post about it on this subreddit to get clarification on whether it was right or not. Your daughter forcing you to post on Reddit?
You should already know that you're the asshole at that point, because if it's like I need 1,000 other people to agree with me on
tell
this.
My mom she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
In June of 2018, it was my daughter's 15th birthday, and my husband and I decided to purposefully forget it and spend the day at the beach since we were already on our vacation. The year prior, my daughter forgot to say anything in person on my birthday.
Wait, in person? That's doing a lot of legwork right now. Hold on.
She claims that she made me a drawing and said happy birthday, but I don't remember, and that's why I did what I did in 2018.
Don't tell me that's the end.
No.
Okay, good.
There's more.
That would have been crazy if that was it. That was all the fucking...
No, there's way more.
Okay, good.
My husband and I left for the beach around 6 a.m. while she slept, and when she called...
Fuck you.
Dude,
holy shit.
And when she called, we acted ignorant to what day it was. She didn't say anything, hung up, and said she just waited outside for us to come back, watching from the balcony to see if we would ever come. I think it's BS, though.
Yeah, fucking
what
wow.
The fuck? She's been upset about it since then when it gets brought up. Last year on her birthday, she said that it just taught her to not care about her own birthday and focus on everyone else. Yesterday, we had an argument about the same thing, and she said that she would never do it to her children, even if she did forget. And the fact that it's been 5 years, she's about to hit 20, she says, since it's been 5 years and she still remembers it clearly, affects her negatively. She also claims that it was the most terrible birthday to abandon her on, and because we were in another state, staying for 2 months since we own a condo. She doesn't have any friends in that state, so she was completely isolated for months on top of her own birthday.
Oh my God.
But I think it's fair.
Well, I'm glad that we get to know what you think.
She's done every other birthday of mine, and I've done the rest of hers. She refuses to admit that she didn't forget my birthday in 2017. She's making me post this so she'll see all the comments as well. I said she's always just been angsty about it and to accept what she did and see how it feels. Am I the asshole?
This has to be bait. This has to be fucking bait.
Even if she really did forget in 2017, during my birthday, since mine is before hers in March, she would have been 13 at the time she forgot. And that's the end.
Okay,
13!
so 13 is when you forget.
I don't remember anything from 13.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with you. I've probably
I've probably forgotten my
parents' birthday at some point or another. Yeah, or I had to be reminded midway through the fucking day by someone else. You know,
oh shit, yeah,
yeah, because fucking
you're a child.
You're a child, yeah. Base daughter though, fucking going like you gotta go to Reddit.
Yeah, let's go to Reddit.
But also, there's a really part of me is like, this has to be. It's probably real, but a part of me is like, it's fake just because of how shitty the writing is. Yeah, like of how not even like shitty in the terms of quality, but just like I think it's bullshit. But that's just what I think.
Oh, it got removed.
Oh, it got removed. Of course, yeah. Because of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like Jesus Christ.
You're the asshole times 1,000. How fucking pathetic of you.
Yeah, you're a fucking
oh my god,
dude. How in what universe do you think it's okay to do that to a child or a teenager? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Especially and you know what? Like you could have ended it at like 3 different points, but every point after that, you made yourself sound so much fucking worse. Like I thought, when I thought that was the end for the first time, and then it was added on that they were isolated in a fucking condo.
That's the interesting
And then they
part.
added on that like it's still going on since I feel like if your daughter's bringing this up
multiple times
5 years later, it sounds pretty fucking traumatic to me. I don't know. I feel like that sounds like,
dude, when I found out that if you bring stuff up multiple times to your parents, that's kind of already that's already kind of evidence for it being traumatizing.
Yeah,
I've done that so many fucking times to my mom, and at some point with parents like this where they just go like, that's not a big deal.
Oh yeah,
what are you talking about? It's not a big deal. You're being a little baby. Fuck you. Like
the attempts to like diminish it.
Yeah, it's either you got one of two ways to go, where you're either like you just kind of lay down and take it, and you're like, yeah, you're right, none of my feelings are valid, and I guess I'll just go on being a shell of a husk of a human being in your supply for the rest of your life, fucking narc. And then the other one is actually, fuck you, I'm burning the house down. You know what I mean? Say, fuck you, I'm gonna burn you alive.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a bitch.
Metaphorically.
Allegedly, theoretically.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
God, that got worse. And
how do you write that out?
It's always fucking birthdays. It's always, why is it birthdays that really brings out the worst in people?
I don't know. Sometimes I think, especially with teenagers, it's like they're jealous of youth, maybe.
Yeah,
But if that's the case, stop procreating. If you don't like young people,
if you don't want, here's a
don't have a fucking youngin.
Here's a pro-life tip.
Yeah.
If you're worried about death, don't have a kid.
Yeah, don't do it.
Because you're gonna be shown every day for the rest of your life what you used to be as a person as an age. And
some people say that having kids keeps you young or whatever, and fuck that.
That's adrenochrome, actually.
Fuck that. You gotta kill your kid and drink their blood.
Their blood, yeah. That's what
really keeps you young.
God. That's crazy. Wow, what a fucking asshole. Solved it. Big asshole. Big asshole energy.
Big asshole energy.
Okay. Fucking I don't want to get too meta, but I have a couple. I'm jumping around my list.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I don't remember this one, so we're gonna do it.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. We're gonna Oh, I remember this one now. Yay. Okay, so would I be the asshole if I told my brother that his pregnant wife is being selfish? You fucking ready?
I'm gonna guess this is a yes.
My brother, 30 male, and sister-in-law, female 30, are currently expecting their first baby. In passing recently, sister-in-law mentioned that our family, including my parents, from whom this will be their first grandchild, will not be invited to the hospital and likely will not get to meet the baby until the weeks after the birth. They can't write. I'm sorry, everyone. Assholes can't write.
This was the one that I skipped on because they couldn't write well enough. Yeah.
This took me a little off guard because our extended family is very close and we do a lot together. We often joke about being codependent, but in seriousness, we just all really like hanging out, aunts, uncles, and cousins included, and we love to celebrate everything we can together.
Nightmare family.
My sister-in-law's family is a little different, but I would still describe them as a pretty close family. My sister-in-law is the odd duck here. She comes across as easy breezy, but is very type A and controlling in a subtle way. My brother clearly does not, quote, wear the pants in the relationship, and that's been demonstrated many times. It's her way or no way, and no one questions that because, quite frankly, we're all a bit scared of her. She went full bridezilla ahead of their wedding a few years ago, and no one has wanted to unleash that again. Today, my mom had a conversation with my brother about the baby's birth and had confirmed that their plan is not to have anyone at the hospital and instead have each set of grandparents and then later each set of siblings meet the baby at their home at separate and scheduled times in the week after the birth.
Okay.
I know, based on previous conversations, that my brother wants to have his family at the hospital. I'm sad for him that the chance to come out into a hospital waiting room full of his family, or even just both sets of grandparents, and announce it's a boy and be able to celebrate the birth of his first child would be robbed from him. I kept thinking
he can text you.
That's true. Yeah, you can text the words "it's a boy."
Call him.
Yeah, we have the technology.
You have the technology. Yeah.
I keep thinking of my brother wanting to hug my mom in the moments after the baby is born, or wanting to hand his son to her father and share that important bonding moment. And it's breaking my heart that he won't get that, or that he's being made to wait for it until it fits into my sister-in-law's schedule. Sister-in-law is the one having the baby, by the way. I just want to read.
Yeah.
It very much seems that my sister-in-law, in wanting to keep some bit of control in a largely uncontrollable situation, is using the meeting the family aspect as one thing she can control. I don't say much to my brother about his life decisions. I'm single and childless, so I can't judge others for their choices when it comes to marriage and children.
So you have no fucking clue what's going on.
No frame of reference.
Yeah.
But I am his sister. I've known him his whole life, and I know that this is not a decision he's made or likes. I acknowledge that he is not the one giving birth. I also acknowledge that this is their child. Would I be the asshole if I told my brother that his wife is being selfish and he needs to stand up for himself and what he wants in the situation?
Yes.
Or all pregnancy/baby related things automatically the mother's domain and I should just let this be?
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? Yes.
I'm going to read the first comment.
Mm-hmm.
Since when did giving birth become a spectator sport?
That's funny.
That's good. Yeah, what an asshole, right? I feel like there's a lot of like
jealousy,
just assuming.
Like, do you want to fuck your brother? Like, I don't know. I mean, and I always jump to that, but it's like, you know, fucking.
There's a weird, like, you know, like weird.
Why are you coming between your brother and his wife?
Yeah, because like
weird. It's weird.
I think it is weird that you're really like just looking at it from the angle of your brother being able to, your brother celebrating the birth. And then, like, taking the baby away from the sister-in-law and being like, parents, here you go.
Yeah, you know.
I think that's a little weird. I think that's a weird, like, fetishization of birth.
Well, and that happens, you know. Like I told you, my mom, with her first kid, my brother Chris, immediately it was taken away from her.
Yeah, that's fucking... away.
She didn't get the immediate... And she still thinks about that to this day.
Yeah.
And that was really fucked up. Like, you know,
of course. That's
I don't like her that
crazy.
much, but like, yeah, you know, and sort of a similar thing kind of happened with Michael, but she did get to have like hold him for a little bit, but like it still is fucked. That's your kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you have like a living creature inside you for 9 months, I think you get to choose what happens the moments and weeks after it comes out.
It's like running a marathon and getting a medal and then someone taking it.
Your medal away from you. Yeah.
It's like, why did I do all that crap?
Like they literally
spent 9 months.
They put the medal around just like your fucking your sister. Like,
it's like, wait a minit.
You were a cool sibling, and that's why you being a cool sibling did it too. Did it? I get it. Yeah.
I did.
I did. Yeah.
I did it. What the fuck?
That's kind of the I made this, and then
I made this. Yeah. That's what it is. It's just fucking weird.
It's just like, weird, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to ruin your relationship with your brother, totally go and say that. Yeah,
fucking do it. Yeah,
go and imply that you think his wife is a fucking.
She's actually a control freak, bridezilla. I'm not gonna explain how she was a bridezilla, but she's a bridezilla.
Guys, until we can say the C word on this podcast, I'm gonna continue to say bitch because I really want to say the C word so bad. But fucking,
we're gonna have a red button here, and every time we press it, that's us saying the word. And so you guys know it's coded. It's coded video language. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be that was easy guy.
That was easy.
But it's gonna be fucking yeah, man. Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, what an asshole, dude.
Shut up. You're an asshole. Shut up.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Is this specifically just because this is about a hospital? It kind of reminds me of like the fantasies that JD would have on Scrubs.
Yeah.
Kind of describing how like she thinks that like her sister's birth is going to go.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
And it's like, because I feel like this is like a stone's throw away from like, we're going to have a spotlight and then we're going to do the Lion King song as we hand it to the parents, you know, like.
I get what you mean,
Yeah.
but it is weird to fantasize about someone else's birth.
Yeah.
That's more controlling, I feel like, than saying like,
idea,
hey,
like,
I built this child in my eye. Everything, my teeth went to this baby.
Yeah.
My dental got worse because my baby took it.
Yeah.
This baby took it. My blood and sweat and tears literally in my poop and everything. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to push it out. I'm going to push out the placenta. I'm going to tear from vaginal to asshole. They're going to have to sew me back up. They might do an extra stitch in there because they're a misogynist.
Yeah.
And it's going to be painful as shit for me the next couple of days. And I want specific people in there.
Yeah.
But apparently that's controlling and abusive.
That's controlling and abusive.
According to the codependent person who describes these people as type A.
Type A, yeah.
That's a red flag to me.
Yeah, if you describe someone as a type A personality.
That to me screams that you're a control freak and you don't like people that like to have their own control over their own lives. Because I was described as type A. Me, the most disorganized person everyone's ever known.
Yeah.
By my mother, who was upset that I wanted to go to school and stay at school.
They have mother. They say 8 o'clock. I gotta be there. I gotta get there at 8.
So type A. Like, bro, what?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Anyway,
Jesus. Solved it.
We're rolling through these.
Fast. Yeah, because we did this all in one day.
Yeah. My 32 female friends, 29 female boyfriend, 33 male, is questioning their relationship because I told him her ugly secret.
Ooh? What's this ugly secret?
It's ugly.
Oh, it's ugly. Okay.
First of all, I want to say that I know I am a terrible friend and what I did cannot be excused. I take full responsibility.
This is good. This is already good.
My close friend, let's call her N, 29 female, has a long-term partner, J, 33 male. She kind of hit a jackpot with him, and in our group of friends, we kind of all envy her a bit. He is the sweetest guy ever. He worships the ground she walks on, and they are just the happiest couple I have ever met. They belong together, and I am happy for her, and I am really trying hard to fight the feeling of envy. Not hard enough.
Yeah, apparently. Going off the title, yeah, if you're like, I gotta say a dark secret to fuck these two up.
I am very unlucky in dating, and a few weeks ago I broke another situationship with a man who was constantly asking me for money. Somehow I always attract the most broke men out there. I've never received flowers, none of my exes would invite me for holidays or nice dinners, and I have to say that's what I envy her the most. Her boyfriend is very rich, and he buys her flowers every month, expensive gifts, holidays all the time. He is paying every time they go out for dinner. She isn't a gold digger or a bad person. She has her own money and career and also gets him expensive gifts and getaways. And I have to admit, she also often pays for me and is lending me money almost every month.
So how'd you repay the favor? How'd you?
Yeah.
This is this has to be actually a real dirty secret for this to matter, but so far this really does not seem like
it's very dirty.
Okay, all right.
Ooh. Okay, a few days ago I met Jay on our common friends party and N wasn't there. Everyone got super drunk and we did also some illegal substances that always turned me into an even worse person. Not an excuse.
Is not an excuse written? Fuck you. I don't care.
We had a conversation and Jay was I'm sorry, I think English isn't their first language.
Okay,
so
all right, that's fine.
Sometimes I don't know what they mean, so I'm gonna read it as is sometimes, but I'm gonna try to
you're fair, you're good, yeah.
Be respectful. We had a conversation and Jay was telling us he is starting to look for rings and he's planning to buy a house for them. I don't know what happened, but I got so upset that she has that all and I cannot even find a man to invite me for dinner. I continued drinking, and at the end of the night, I sat next to him and we had a conversation about her. Now the terrible part comes. I know a few of her secrets. When she was a student, she moved for a guy to another country, and he was basically paying for her studies. She wasn't happy in that relationship and wanted to break up, but stayed a few more months because she wanted to finish her education. The guy proposed to her, and she said no. I couldn't believe what I was saying when I heard myself telling him that. I feel so ashamed. I saw he was hurt hearing this, and he left home. Thing is, I know she isn't with him for money. She loves him a lot and doesn't want him to pay everything, but when he asked, I was quiet, indirectly saying it's true. It's not a secret. You lied.
Yeah, you just lied then.
To ruin your friend's relationship. Now she is texting me that he is very distant. She doesn't understand what's going on. She thinks he cheated on her. She is heartbroken, and I think I know why. He traveled for a quote-unquote business trip, but she found out there was no business trip, so I assume he wanted time to think alone. She is in a really terrible state, and I think I need to tell her. How should I tell her? Should I approach him and tell him that I know she isn't with him just for money? Should I stay out of that completely? Can I even save my relationship with her? I screwed up. She has been nothing but an amazing friend to me. I am an envious idiot. Too long didn't read. I am an envious asshole who told my friend's boyfriend her secret, and now he thinks she is with him just for money.
Wow. You gotta tell her. What?
He was going to propose to your friend, and then you're like, actually, she's just with you for
money, yeah.
Even though you know that's not true.
That's not true at all. People are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And with the concept of other people being happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Really,
like,
they don't like
guys,
it.
like, guys, I get it. All right, listen, guys.
I don't.
I get
I don't get it actually at all.
Life sucks sometimes.
Life is terrible, but
why are you
going to
take it out on
happy,
other people? Yeah, you're like,
I don't know. When I see other people being happy when I'm having a bad time, I don't really. The only time that's ever happened to me is when my dad died, and people were like, "I'm having a fun time with their dad." That was the only time I was like, "Fuck you."
Well, I can understand that.
But I know that's me. You know?
Yeah, no, but I can understand that.
But like before that, every time somebody was happy and I was having a terrible time, and I did get very depressed and, went through abuse, I'd be like, that's fucking dope.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a weird reaction. I don't feel like I've had that much experience with, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
And even when I did do it about dad, it was more like, damn, I wish,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm going to go fuck your dad now. Like, it wasn't like, I'm going to go do that.
The dirty secret of me fucking your dad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a little weird. It's a little sus. Yeah, it's a little. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think there's a limit to being envious to where, like, I don't know. But like, if you fucking. No. You started this, you gotta fucking finish it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just skirt around
someone's
this
relationship and then dip.
And then be like, nah, I didn't do anything here. Yeah, that's crazy. Whoa, he's being distant for. I don't know what happened.
Damn, that's crazy. He's probably cheating on you.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
It's wild. Jesus Christ, man. Dude, he was gonna fucking propose.
Yeah.
And then you're like, nah, money.
Nah. And so someone else made a good point, because it's like, so this person now has had their friend pay for them a lot.
Yeah.
And is attracting people that are users and abusers like them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you put out into the world what you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, man.
You get what you put out.
That's fucking crazy.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking just tell the truth. Don't lie. You're envious. That's just crazy. That's wild to me, man.
I know, right?
That's some crazy fucking shit.
That's what I thought.
Solved it though.
I don't have anything else to say about it. I don't know.
Just some juicy.
Don't do that, guys.
Juicy tea. You know what I'm saying?
Juicy tea. That's a juicy pussy.
It's okay, Jesus. Let's see if that came up on the fucking mics, and maybe that'll stay in. All right. Oh, get ready for this fucking title.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for calling my brother-in-law a joke of a father in front of his wife and kids?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
My sister Rachel was married to Daniel, 40 male, for 8 years. They were high school sweethearts, and they tied the knot shortly after their graduation. They had a daughter together, Alice, 16 female, who was Rachel's entire world. Rachel ended up being diagnosed with cancer when she was a few weeks away from delivery, and after Alice was born, she started chemo ASAP. It ended up being treatment resistant and aggressive, and Rachel ended up passing by the time Alice was 2.
What the fuck?
Daniel emotionally checked out completely. He decided to take a job opportunity abroad, and he left Alice in mine and my wife's custody. At first, he said it was temporary, that he just needed to get things in order before Alice came to live with him, but eventually it was obvious that it would be much longer. He signed his rights over to us, and we've been raising her alongside our 3 sons. As far as the boys are concerned, Alice is their big sister, and as far as Alice is concerned, they're her little brothers.
Oh.
Daniel got remarried, and he had 2 daughters. Alice wasn't invited to the wedding. We only found out about it after his brother mentioned it to us.
What the fuck?
Daniel does send money for her, and they write letters back and forth like he and Rachel used to do in school. I know that there has to be some part of him that loves his daughter, but it's hard to believe it considering how he practically abandoned her after Rachel died.
Yeah.
Daniel's brother Wes has helped out a bit with Alice too. She'll go over to his house at least once a month to see him, his wife, and their kids. A few days ago, I was taking Alice over, and when we got there, we saw that Daniel and his wife and kids were there. I was ready to get back in the car and take Alice home, but Daniel saw us and came outside. He came up to Alice and tried to hug her, but she stepped back from him.
Yeah.
He looked hurt, and when he asked why she didn't want to give her dad a hug, I snapped. I asked how he could seriously stand there and refer to himself as her dad when all he's ever been to her is a pen pal. I called him a joke for a father and a sorry excuse for a man. His wife and their daughters overheard what I said. When Alice and I got back home, Wes called me and left a message saying that he agrees that Daniel hasn't been the best father to Alice, but I didn't need to tell him that in front of his wife and their kids.
I don't know.
Daniel feels the same way. I did apologize to Alice for disparaging her father, but she just shrugged and said it would have only been disparaging if it wasn't true.
Truth.
My wife said she probably would have done worse if she'd been there. Part of me does feel like that I could have said it out of earshot of his children.
I don't think he's an asshole.
I don't think he's an asshole either.
Yeah.
Reddit also agrees not the asshole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, it sucks that your wife died of cancer, and that's fucking awful, and definitely he had a trauma response. But,
Yeah.
like, it's
I think
not
that goes
the
up to a
move.
point.
It's not the
It
move
goes
to
up to a
abandon your child and then to not invite her to your own wedding.
Your own wedding, and then you decide to
never visit?
basically have a whole nother family.
Yeah, that's what it feels
crazy.
like. And in situations like this, I don't know really what the moral thing is, you know, because I've never been in any of these situations.
Oh yeah, no, me neither.
But like, what does the kid feel?
Mm.
You know, that's what I think is like, what does the kid feel? The kid feels like the dad's a shitty father.
Yeah.
There you go.
And basically, yeah, has found a new family with
Yeah.
this guy, and in that family.
Yeah, who's a fucking class act for taking on this kid.
Yeah, and basically treats her as his own,
Wow.
Cause yeah, fucking I don't know, man. Like your sister dies and
Yeah.
fucking
Dude, yeah, your sister,
fucking
and then he's
sister
not
dies.
even, and then wow,
Yeah.
man, that's some fucking like that happened in Lost, didn't it? I'm pretty sure, yeah, it did. Fucking Walt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Walt's,
Okay, I think I remember this now.
Michael and Walt. Michael lost Walt to Walt's mom because they were never married, and then yeah. And then she had a whole new husband, and then fucking, I don't know, there was some stupid shit about how like Walt was like magic or something even before the plane crash. And then the guy was like, he's fucking crazy. And he was like murdering birds with his mind or something.
Yeah.
Was like, I gotta get out of here. And then kind of left Walt with Michael. And it's like, that really does bother me fundamentally. Having been a child of divorce, but also having a father that was like, nah, I'm your dad.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah. And
why don't you have that instinct, I guess? But
yeah.
I don't know, because I've never had my wife die from cancer.
That's the thing.
I
Yeah.
don't
That's
know.
like, I don't know either.
Yeah.
It's it is complicated, but I think there's a point where like it's been 16 years, or like 14 years since that's
14 years.
Wait, it's okay. Okay. So Alice, or the sister dies at 2 years old when the daughter's 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
leaves. I don't know how old the kids are, but I wonder part of me's like, okay, if you waited like 3 years and then you decided to start dating again and didn't go back for your daughter and decided to get married.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
right?
like another thing. Yeah, where I'm like, you have 3 kids, I think, or like 2 or 3 kids.
You went through some phase where you were partying at some point, right?
Yeah, where you were going out to fucking.
You had to have felt selfish because you were being that.
Yeah, because
You have a whole daughter in the United States.
And then you're like weird when like your daughter doesn't want to hug you because the only form of communication you have is pen pals, pretty much.
You can't expect a kid to just be like cool with that.
Yeah.
That's just not how kids work, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, not an asshole, honestly. I'm gonna say not an asshole.
That was a good curveball. I thought we were going asshole for everyone today.
You can't fuck. You don't know what I'm fucking doing.
John is zigging while we're zagging over here.
You think you're running the fucking show? You think you're running the fucking show? I'm running the fucking show.
Urine?
Apparently neither of us are running the fucking show. Worried about fucking piss.
Are you talking about?
What's up? I didn't say shit.
Am I the asshole for not moving on? I'm just gonna move on.
Okay, let's just move on. Let's get past this. Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not moving out of my ex-fiance's house quickly enough and threatening legal action if they try to make me leave?
What? Wait, hold on. You gotta say that again. You gotta fucking say that again.
These are long ones, dude.
Yeah, hold on.
Am I the asshole for not moving out of my ex-fiance's house quickly enough and threatening legal action if they try to make me leave?
That's fucking all right. Let's do it. I fuck it, right? Who knows?
Are you fucking ready for this fucking train wreck, dude?
I missed the ex-fiance part the first time, so I'm really excited for where this is gonna go.
I'm a 41 male.
Oh, don't. I don't like the way you're stressing that. Are we doing this?
41 male.
Okay, are we doing this?
And I've been living with my fiance in their house for 5 years.
I don't like the fact we don't have an age on the fiance. I don't like that.
I don't think it's an age. I'm just like, you're 41 and you're doing
41.
this.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're 41.
Who cares? Who cares if they're fucking age gaps? You know I love age gap relationships, so.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm a 41 male and I've been living with my fiance in their house for 5 years. We recently broke up against my will about 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Oh, this is Steven Crowder.
Funny as fuck thing to say.
Crowder, dude.
This is Steven, yeah. And since they never put my name on the deed for the house, they are insisting that I leave. I will be moving in with family in another state, but my job hasn't transferred yet, so I need to stay in this city until that goes through, which could be 3 to 4 weeks, maybe longer. I don't really make much money at my job. I reduced my hours to part-time last year because my ex makes so much more money than I do. And my ex gave me a check for $15,000 to help cover moving costs and transitional housing costs, etc., to force me to leave right away, which I did already deposit into my bank account.
But you're not leaving? What? If we broke up and you handed me a $15,000 check, I'd be like, I'd be out. Yeah, I'd be fucking out. I'm like, yeah, all right, fuck it. Yeah, I'll move this shit out now.
You'd be going to Universal every fucking day.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I'd be streaming every day, trying to get my fucking career up. I'm like, fuck it. I got 150,000 people following both of our asses. We're both fine. I know that. Yeah, fuck it.
Which I did already deposit into my bank account, but this money would only last a year at most.
What?
If I really stretch it.
But you're transferring jobs in less than a month, probably, or in a month, maybe more.
So I don't think it's fair to expect me to use it on an Airbnb or some other housing now when I could stay in their guest room for free until my transfer goes through. Especially since I know they have a lot of money and could have afforded a bigger check, which I would have gotten if we had gotten married and this was a divorce. But it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
You didn't. So that kind of makes all the difference, I think.
Again,
personally,
fucking,
that's what I think. I think if the legal document hasn't been signed and you haven't done it,
yeah, then it's not real.
I think it didn't happen.
Well, okay. Well, what are you, a fucking lawyer? Like, hold on. Hold on, ma'am.
People really think lawyer shit is like very difficult, and it is.
It is, yeah.
Sometimes it's really
it's
not.
really sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes it's
Also,
pretty.
I really
open
like
and
that we
shut.
still don't know why the wedding didn't go through. I like how that's not been.
No, they never.
That's not.
They never got married.
All that's no, but I mean like because he said that it was canceled without his permission or something like against his will.
No, they broke up against his will.
Okay, that's
what
it
he's saying
okay.
is his fiance broke up with him. Basically,
okay,
what happened.
against his will is doing a lot of legwork.
Yeah,
so.
the way he's doing is really funny. I'm not going to lie, it's been a very messy breakup, and we have been fighting hard for months. They are claiming that since they bought me expensive gym equipment, a fancy computer setup, and covered almost all the costs of living and gave me that check, I should be grateful and just leave so we can both start over.
Yeah, you should be grateful. Yeah, you should be.
But I don't want to do that. And I don't think they legally can force me to leave since they never officially posted an eviction notice or filed with the city.
Wait, what?
They're not your landlord.
Eviction notice on the guest room fucking door.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. When I brought that up during our last fight, they exploded about how greedy and selfish I'm being, which is completely unfair since they are the one who broke the covenant and promise of marriage when they accepted my ring and are kicking me out against my will.
That's what?
That's not a thing.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's not a fucking thing. It's not like once you accept the ring, you say, well, actually, I'm going
because
to get
of
married.
the Schmiegeldorf rule.
Everybody knows the unwritten Schmiegeldorf rule.
Yeah, the unwritten, unlegal,
that the first time you kiss, now that's the person you're going to die with.
Yeah.
This was a few days ago, and my brother is coming up this weekend to take all the furniture and belongings to my family's house. But I know my ex-fiance is going to insist that I also leave and not come back. I plan on refusing until my job transfer goes through and forcing this issue legally if they try to lock me out. Am I the asshole?
Using your $15,000 on a retainer fee as opposed to just moving to a new house.
We got 2 edits.
Oh, hell yeah.
Using 15,000 as retainers. That's so funny.
So fucking funny.
Okay, edit. So a lot of you are upset about the fact that the money is specifically for moving/transitional housing, which is technically true, I guess. But they did also tell me they didn't care what I spent it on. So I don't think that should mean I'm required to use it for that when I'd rather not waste it on a hotel when I should be legally entitled to 30 days from an official notice that was never given in writing.
That's you're fucking crazy. You're a fucking crazy person.
Edit. Okay, I'm the asshole. I get it. I guess I just have an old school belief in love and commitment.
Back in my day, being in love meant something.
Back in my day, you could mooch off your wife for at least 30 days.
For at least 30 days. And she was still legally required to make me a sandwich even after we weren't married.
It's not like I want to be here. I will be gone before June. Don't worry. The person that posted
what is it, fucking May? Like, come on, it's May right now.
Goes, what a shit stain.
What a shit stain.
Oh, dude, it's so funny to think. I mean,
you can't handle 1 month of being in a hotel.
It's really fucked up.
With a $15,000 check is crazy. And also, apparently, your fucking family's close by, and your job is fucking...
You have a job. You go to work. You get paid from your job.
Jesus.
Go live some...
These are the kindest rich people I've ever fucking, like...
Dude, I mean...
Jesus.
Like... It's not funny, but it is really funny.
Yeah.
To imagine the wife being like, go home, leave my house. But you didn't give me an eviction notice. Get out of my house.
Burning the check and it's just being like,
I gave you money. Get out of here.
Cashing the check, calling fucking a lawyer, being like, yo, what can I do? What can I do to really... Can we charge her the league? Can I get $30,000 somehow?
Ex-fiance, he's kicking me out of her house. She paid for everything, and then she's like, "Get out of the fucking house."
Yeah, I'm out of this. Yeah,
that's so funny to me that they have to be there at every single moment to be like, "Are you leaving?
Are you fucking out? Get out!" Yeah,
that's really funny to me. God. And it sucks. I'm sure it's very stressful.
No, yeah, I bet it fucking sucks. But also, like, come on. This guy's a cartoon character. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna call a lawyer on your ass.
I'm gonna call a goddamn lawyer.
Fuck.
I'm gonna call fucking the ticket clinic. Fucking come over here.
Ticket clinic. Dan Newland.
Gotta get Dan Newland down here. Fucking.
Shit.
What an asshole. Solved it. That's good. That's a good one.
That's a funny one.
Yeah, we are breezing through these, dude.
We are.
You know, I just realized a problem with my method of switching it up and not having anyone know what I'm doing.
Is that you don't know?
I don't know which ones I gotta do. Done. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and you don't even know how this one's gonna go. You don't fucking know. All right, I switch it up. All right. Sometimes they're assholes. Sometimes they're not. All right. You don't know how this is gonna go. All right. Don't judge everybody. Don't judge.
That's what the point of this podcast is.
Well, that's not the name of our podcast. You know what I'm saying? You don't fucking say. All right, but yeah, don't fucking.
It's weird that we do that now that we're friends with them.
We're on TikTok, yeah.
On TikTok, not in
we're
real
not
life.
actually.
We
Yeah, we're
haven't
not
met
friends
them yet.
IRL. Yeah, we have. I've sent a message you
I'm
up.
fucking
and
waiting.
I'm waiting. They can message us, bitch. Cutting that.
That's fun. We can keep that in now.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, technically. And if they unfollow us, we're like, oh, I know why.
Oh damn, we offended them.
I figured it. I you know what? Not fair.
Damn. Fair,
all right,
yeah.
But yeah, you guys don't fucking know if this is gonna be an asshole or not an asshole.
We
all right?
don't.
You don't know.
You gotta read
you don't
it
fucking
first.
know. All right. So don't judge.
Oh my God. Okay.
Am I the asshole for charging my 16-year-old nephew rent to live with me?
Yes. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 16.
Well, hold on. No, I'm joking.
No.
In February, my 16-year-old nephew moved out of my younger sister's home and came to live with me. My sister has 4 other kids with my nephew's stepdad. The oldest is 8 and the youngest is just a few months. My nephew and his stepdad both hate each other.
Oh.
My nephew had been couch surfing with friends on and off for a few months before he moved in with me. My roommate moved out at the end of last year and I can afford the rent without him now, so wasn't planning on having someone else move in. My nephew has a job and works around 20 hours a week. When I offered him a place to stay, it was on the condition that he pays me 10% of weekly paycheck. His mom knows I am taking part of his earnings as rent and has no problem with it. However, my older sister, not his mom, found out I was charging him rent to live with me and thinks I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
She says because he is still 16, nobody should be charging him rent.
Yep.
I disagree, as he has a bedroom he can sleep in free of charge and where he can get all his food free of charge.
You know who else gets that? Other 16-year-olds.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Other 16-year-olds actually get room and board for free.
Yeah. He is choosing not to live there. He is choosing to live with me even though he knew up front he would have to pay rent. I don't have any kind of custody and I'm not his legal guardian. His mom still is. My sister argues because I can afford to house him and feed him, etc. That means I'm charging him for no reason. I can't afford it, but not comfortably as my grocery bill has doubled as an electric has gone up. And he should be saving or spending that money on himself. She also thinks he's not really choosing to live with me, but rather choosing to live somewhere he feels safe, which is not with his stepdad, and that I'm making him pay for something he has a right to.
Yeah.
This point makes me question myself, as I somewhat agree.
Okay,
somewhat,
well, that's good.
Somewhat doing a lot of
You
labor.
might be a good person.
Yeah.
If you agree with that.
I know he would rather be living with his mom because they are very close, but living with his stepdad has become too hard for him. He would probably live anywhere else right now. I am also the only relative that lives in the same town as his mom, so even if my older sister would happily let him live with her, she lives too far away. I'm his only alternative option that isn't his friends' houses. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, yes. People really want to abuse children.
Yeah,
like,
right.
really
yeah.
bad. Like, this was just making me think, like, you know, all those people that are like, they're old enough to be in a age gap relationship. They're old enough to pay rent.
Yeah,
they're
right.
old enough. I
Just
can beat the shit out of them. It's fine. You know, like that
Yeah.
shit. It's like it's not that they're old enough. They're babies. I think of a 16-year-old, I think of a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby. Yeah.
That's a baby. They're babies.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to abuse them. That's what you want.
Like, all right, how far can I push them without them blaming their trauma on me? How can I?
No, yeah. Nobody's looking out for this kid. Even though this kid is quote unquote close with his mom, she was still fine with him moving out because she has a shitty boyfriend.
Yeah, you know, and like is stuck in a probably also abusive relationship. Like I don't know, like fucking.
You are totally cool with taking money from a 16-year-old who works at like Wendy's or something.
Yeah, you know, like a shit job, you know.
Yeah, taking away from his college fund.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah,
You
that's
know?
10% that could at least be going to like a way out. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. And like, yeah, you say multiple times that you can do it, but not comfortably. So
And I hate that shit. And I know TikTok. I'm going to say, the TikTok comments are going to be like, well, he agreed.
Yeah, right. There's gonna be at least a few fucking idiots.
Did you know, actually, guys, that if you're a minor, you can't sign a legal document? Hey, did you know that? Hey, did you know that if you're under 18, you can't sign a legal document or a lease?
Yeah. So yeah, if we all agree on the concept of a minor not being able to sign his rights away to shit,
why the fuck do you think that is?
Then yeah, why do you trust a 16-year-old to do literally anything?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any damn sense. You know who has to sign that legal document? Their parents.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
It's fucking wild.
Well, they agreed. They didn't sign shit.
Yeah, they didn't sign shit, dude. Jesus. It's pretty crazy how, yeah, like literally there is a dissonance. There's a dissonance between
cares more about this kid. That's
you.
Insane.
That's
in
wild.
America?
Dude, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad when like you're going up against fucking
the law and the government cares more about this child than his own family.
We as a society have collectively agreed on the idea that a 16-year-old shouldn't be trusted with anything. And you're just like, yeah,
totally. This kid's an adult.
Yeah.
I want 10% of his rent, of his paycheck, which means that probably his paycheck is flexible.
Let's see if it's 20 hours a week. That's what, 3? Let's say let's highball it here. Let's highball and say it's 15 an hour, which it probably isn't. It's probably like 10.
Like 7.
Probably like 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about what? Oh my God, it's like 140.
You're doing this over $14.
14
You're
bucks.
Crazy.
You're a fucking crazy person.
Even if it's $200, you're doing this over $20. $20 every 2 weeks.
A week, yeah.
A week, $40 every 2 weeks. $80 a month.
Come on, man. That can pay all my Netflix subscriptions and all my microtransactions on Leaf Blower Revolution. I think I'm allowed to steal that from a 16-year-old so I can let my inner child, be happy. You know what I mean?
You can do it. It's possible to do it. Other people can judge you for it.
Oh, yeah,
that's
true.
the situation. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, other people can have different opinions than me?
Yeah, actually, other people can judge you by the actions that you do.
Fuck.
Fuck, I gotta change my life.
Get out of here. I gotta go be a better person or else I'm gonna be judged.
Damn, do you really need to read A Christmas Carol to learn if you're a better person, people will like you more?
I'm not seeing this equation on the whiteboard, Sarah. I don't know if this is real or not.
So weird.
I don't know if that's real.
Have you not done that? The shit was written in a night because everyone should know how to live like
right.
that. God damn it.
Fucking solved it, though.
Fucking solved it. This one is a banger.
All right. Let's buckle up.
This one is special to me.
Okay. All right. Ooh.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend what I really think about her books?
Okay. All right.
My female 30 best friend, Sasha, female 31, and I are both writers.
I hate you both already.
I am an aspiring writer, and Sasha is a published one. We met at university. I did creative writing, and she did modern languages.
Oh, no. This is not going to end well. I already feel it.
I find it difficult to motivate myself and write consistently. Sasha, on the other hand, finds it super easy. She can write book after book. She writes romance, so it doesn't really count. Your best friend is like Danielle Steele.
Yeah, like fucking Christ. Holy shit.
She's having her novel traditionally published next year, but she has several ones she's self-published already.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Admittedly, I didn't think she made much money with them because she still lives in her old 3-bedroom flat, dresses in 3-bedroom.
Oh, fucking, I would kill for a 3-bed.
I read that shit. I had a fucking brain aneurysm. We could both have an office. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
yeah,
wild.
I would kill for that. Oh my God.
Dresses in the same band t-shirts and jeans she always did. Uses her bike, etc. Nothing about her lifestyle screams success.
Oh, I hate this so fucking much.
Band t-shirts are expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive. Yeah,
they're more expensive than regular t-shirts.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're paying the logo pretty much.
It's not like Versace or whatever, but
like it's still it's more than a Gildan shirt. You know what I mean? Which is ironic because they're printed on fucking Gildan shirts every fucking time.
Have you ever? You know what I want to do at some point?
Yeah.
If I get really really rich.
Yeah.
This is a complete aside. You can take it out of the TikTok. I want to get so rich that I just buy like 300 Gildan black t-shirts and I just wear them every day.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Nothing printed. Not going to print on them.
Yeah, I got thoughts on this for afterwards, but yeah, fucking, I get
30 of them. And that's just, I get a new black t-shirt every month like I'm fucking Superman. That's my thing.
Hell yeah. That's nice.
Doesn't that be fucking
That'd be
funny?
Cool shit, yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Be wasteful, though.
Whatever. I'm rich.
That's fair. Okay, I get it.
As long as I'm not rich in the oil industry.
Rules don't apply to you. I get it.
No. I admit I've always been slightly jealous of her writing speed and hate that motivation and consistency comes naturally to her, but I was able to get over it because I understood that her speed did not equate to success.
Okay, weird. I don't like any of this. I don't like this person.
I complained to her recently how difficult it is for me to write at home, and she suggested that I could come over to her house and we do a writing session together.
That's nice.
Perhaps it'll help me with motivation. Her office has a table that she set up for me to work at while she worked at her desk. That's
nice.
Nice as shit.
This is already a good person.
I sat in front of my laptop for 45 minutes browsing the internet as she was typing furiously. I asked her if she's working on her book, and she dismissed me with the wave of a hand. Awesome. I gritted my teeth as it was incredibly dismissive, but I didn't say anything. I wrote about 50 words and got stuck on a sentence. I asked her a grammar question, and she told me, "Let it go. You can fix it later," which again was dismissive. But it's true.
That's also true. God. Okay. This is really triggering me now because it's from like writing. Oh God. There's a lot to unpack here. Okay.
That sentence was bugging me and I couldn't write anymore. I closed my laptop and said I needed a break. She sighed loudly. I asked her for coffee. I could tell she was frustrated, but she went to make it. Searching for inspiration, I wandered around her office when I stumbled upon her bank statement, parentheses, documents on her desk. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't when my eyes landed on the number. It was an account she used to receive payments from her self-published books. It was a lot. Her total was in 7 digits. I was speechless.
Wait, so we're talking about million? Are you fucking kidding me?
She's a millionaire. Her friend is a secret millionaire.
Oh my God.
When she came back, I asked her about it, and she told me she couldn't believe I went snooping around and that she trusted me. I told her I didn't believe she made over $1 million with her books and how unfair it was that she was a shit writer that produced nothing but garbage.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
She made $1 million.
Yeah, listen, okay, I know that money doesn't equate to quality, but clearly this person is
doing something right.
Is doing something right to at least like connect to as many people that you're making $1 million on self-published.
We're gonna. That's what I'm saying.
Is a pretty big fucking like.
That's a pretty big win.
Crazy, yeah.
I didn't mean for it to be said out loud.
No, you did. You did.
She was furious. She called me a jealous C word that we can't say on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's why she didn't tell me, and she told me to leave. I tried to apologize, but she told me she needed time to think of what I said. See, I think her writing is bad, but she's my friend. I never wanted her to find that out. My husband thinks I was the asshole for saying it and should apologize, but my other friend told me I was right and only spoke the truth. And
Fuck
Sasha,
your other friend too. Jesus, you both can fucking burn. I'm sorry.
Sometimes friends just say stuff to get through the conversation. And Sasha should be the one apologizing. Was I the asshole for telling the truth?
Yeah, well, that's not... Okay, I don't like the phrasing of telling the truth already. I just know that's fuck you already.
You never mentioned like why you don't like her writing.
Yeah, can I get
other
specifics?
Than it's romance.
Yeah, if it's romance novels, do you just not like the genre?
It makes money, apparently.
It's fine to not like a genre, but I'm not going to be like all romance novels are bad, and if you write romance novels, you're fucking garbage. I'm not going to do that. Are you kidding me?
All writing is writing.
All writing's fucking writing. And if it fucking appeals to someone, yeah, like good. You know what I mean?
You're doing something
like
good.
I don't know, like even when we're doing like the fucking Starkits, it appeals to us in a sense that we get to mock it. You know what I mean?
That person wrote 38 chapters
of fucking garbage,
of crap. Yeah, but they fit it. I've never written 38 chapters in my life.
They deserve a fucking pat on the back. Yeah.
Yeah. I think in general, and this is going to go against everything that I've done with the wolf story and Starkit's prophecy.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm going to agree with this, and we can both say we're hypocrites after this, but it's
yeah,
fine.
for sure we're hypocrites.
Yeah, but
if you've finished something, you're automatically a better writer than anyone who hasn't finished anything.
That's fair. I actually think that's genuinely fair.
If you've finished it, if you've done it, if you've made it.
Yeah.
If you have finished a painting, you're better at painting than someone who has not started.
Yeah, I think that is a fair thing. And that's the rule. I'm going to say there's probably exceptions. But
no, I don't care. I don't think so. I actually
okay.
don't agree. Because I think, yeah, okay, if you have a certain amount of talent, why don't you finish a thing?
Yeah, just finish the fucking thing.
Why don't you do it?
Yeah.
Then you're not a painter yet.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. And I feel like I've technically earned it. So,
well, I mean, like, and finishing, quote unquote, is like, I don't know, you do a painting and then you come to the end or whatever. It's still like a painting that you did. But if you've never even started,
yeah, if you haven't even started,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because I know, because we've both definitely attempted different art forms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, because I don't know. I feel like this is where I guess this is interesting because we're doing this podcast in one day.
One day.
But theoretically, let's say something happened during the first night of recording that made you rethink.
Quote, unquote, yeah.
That made you rethink your high school. And give you a good reality check,
Yeah.
And, but you start thinking about, the ideas of, fucking, writing even when you were a young age, hypothetically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something about, and this is really, really fucking hard not to do, but, there is, okay, so, oh my god, fucking, first of all, you should never, really compare yourself to other people in your field, really, or just in general, it's really just shitty and toxic, Yeah, especially because, I don't even think, it's, I'm talking about a very specific type of comparing where, you're only looking at their successes or their failures and being I have to look at myself in that lens, right?
Yeah.
We have plenty of other Reddit podcasts. I'm not going to give a shit if they do fucking good or bad.
Also, I don't know. I don't think this is art.
Podcasting is an art. Sarah O'Hearn, podcaster. Sarah O'Hearn, podcaster.
I think it's a real big stretch to call this art. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be pretentious and call this an art form of some sort. Okay,
Fine,
I'm gonna die on this fucking hill. All right. But no,
I really think anyone could do this in the most constructive way possible. You know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yes.
Because I don't think I'm on my high horse. I don't think anyone else should be either.
Okay.
I just think we got very lucky.
No, yeah, I think we got lucky too. But also, I don't know. I feel like there's I don't like. There's a lot of things I don't like about this person specifically, what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea that if you're rich, you have to do the extravagant lifestyle thing.
No, you don't.
You have to buy a bunch of expensive shit or have a big ass fucking house, Yeah. And also that's so fucking stupid. Okay, there's another thing that really sucks, and this is a thing that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
People that are making straight up and this is totally for no fucking reason almost. There are reasons, but I think 50% of Americans in general, some number, 1 in 3 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And that's including people making more than $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of that too is I know most of that's probably housing related shit because you live in a very expensive area, but there is a weird social, fucking, you have to buy expensive shit or have a better car or it's all a pissing contest, I feel at some point.
Absolutely.
And I feel there's really just this, I don't know, if God forbid I make money one day, the first thing I'm going to do is just keep it the fuck away and not tell anyone. I'm not going to buy a fucking Tesla or some shit.
When Obama was president, there was something that he said where he said, if you make over $250,000 a year, you're rich. That's rich.
I think, yeah, honestly.
And my dad was so fucking upset by that because he was basically what you're doing is you're just saying fuck you to the middle class because the rich is a lifestyle. It's not a thing. And I remember being confused by that because my dad was kind of weird politically. He wasn't right wing or anything. He was more like a libertarian, but not in the way the libertarians now are Fortnite should build the roads and I want to fuck kids. Just that he distrusted government.
But you know, fair.
Yeah,
fair,
it
fair
was
to distrust
kind of
government.
based a little bit sometimes, and it led me to be more centrist and libertarian, but that doesn't serve us now in the political scheme today.
Yeah.
And I don't see a reason to do it. He really wanted me to vote for Jill Stein.
Yeah.
Really hard, like really bad.
That's funny as fuck, actually.
Yeah,
Jesus.
because he was like, I hate Killary. And I was like, Dad, can you stop calling her Killary?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, just vote. If you want to vote for a woman, vote for Jill Stein. And I was like, okay, Dad.
I don't. That's what. That's
he was
little...
he was on his way out. So
rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
He hated Israel, which was based, but he loved Russia, which was
Russia,
not based.
Things that have aged not well.
It wasn't even correct back then. It was just like, why do you love Russia so much? It's fucking weird. I don't know.
God. But yeah, so
an old man in his computer making up takes.
I get the idea of like rich being a lifestyle. I feel that.
Well, I think that's what he was used to when he was young, was that rich, you had to make enough money to afford a lifestyle, and that was rich. You could live richly and live under your means.
Yeah.
And that was something. But I was like, well, the middle class doesn't exist anymore, Dad.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why Obama is saying past 250,000, you're rich. You have to acknowledge you came from privilege because it's so difficult
to get to 200
to get to that point. And
I mean, there's a saying in like investing groups where like the first 100,000 that you save is like the hardest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like after that point, then it's like it's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking pain in the ass to get to there. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. And I think that was something that he really struggled with. I think that was what he was actually mad at. Wasn't that Obama said 250,000.
But the implication of what it meant.
What it meant for America going forward.
Yeah.
So that's fucking interesting because, yeah, my mom was also like, I want to be rich, but I want to like... She said that she wanted to be one of those rich people that doesn't use it, even though that's not true. She totally would have. She totally would have spent all her money, dude.
True, yeah. So I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. You're just dumb. You're just dumb. Like, right?
Yeah.
So I think in general, from a creative standpoint,
if you
haven't made something, you don't get to critique it. You know, you don't know the process yet of finishing a book. So you don't get to tell your friend that her writing is bad.
And also, like, the friend's really doing a lot of helpful things, you know?
Like giving you advice, and you're saying it's dismissive.
It's dismissive. No, that's not... Okay, the idea... Okay, this is my writer brain.
There you go.
Okay, so the idea of someone saying to you, as a writer, if you're stuck at a sentence...
Just move on.
Move on, because you can't think of the right word, and you're like, no, you're not going to finish anything.
Exactly.
You're not going to finish anything.
It's not going to be perfect the first time.
Yeah, and that's like that's the really hard fucking thing that everyone needs to get over.
Yeah.
And clearly this person hasn't.
Right.
You have to just write fucking something.
Yeah.
Write it in like 3 words of what you want happen. There is even if you don't have the sentence in your mind, you have the action. You probably have the character. Character does blank.
Yeah.
And blah 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 blah. Type back, you know.
Yeah.
And like, because the idea that like you gotta get it right the first time because you're never gonna come back and look at it. You're gonna have to fucking look at it. You're gonna have to fucking do all this shit at the end, you know.
And that's interesting for me from a musical background because it was literally like, you know, everybody talked about practicing efficiently. You know, like, hey, you need to efficiently practice, not just practice. But then I was like, I don't want to efficiently practice. I'm not going to practice.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, wait. Like, that's you should still practice.
No, there's no such thing as efficiency in the first draft. There is such thing as efficient practice in class. There is a way to practice, quote unquote, better. Yeah. It's being sort of cognizant while you practice, because I do know there's a lot of people that just kind of pick up and do the things that they normally do, and that's not really going to help you get better. Yeah, and you know, and like,
but if you don't do it, you actually lose the muscles in your hands.
Yeah, so that's fair,
to be able to do it.
And that's another thing too, is like, if you don't write, like if a gun to my head, I had to write like a short story right now, I wouldn't be able to fucking do it because I haven't written in like years.
If you asked me to play a fucking Bach right now, on my viola, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly, yeah, right?
I haven't done it in 2 years.
That's the other thing, too, is you just have to, like, write something every fucking day. If you really want the idea, if you're chasing the idea of you being a writer, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I feel like only in like bursts do I get any sort of urge to write anymore.
Yeah.
But like because this has become my new thing, just fucking talking into a microphone.
It's sort of better. It's sort of free writing, but like
it's free writing, but
dumping.
verbally and into a microphone that I can edit later. And I'm like, okay, cool. I know what I did wrong. You know,
right? Yeah.
And it's more improv than anything. I feel like.
No, I feel that.
But
which
like,
is an art form.
It is an art form in its
I'll
own
agree
sense.
with that.
Talking, you know, yeah. You know, it's fucking like and I'm not good at it because I'm still stuttering. Whatever, fuck you.
No, yeah, we're terrible. Are you fucking kidding me? I want to take a class in improv just to make this show better.
Yeah, I feel that. Fucking, but no, yeah. So like, literally, like, I don't know. It's just fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
That the idea that like you have to. It's crazy the idea that you have to be perfect the first time, and this person's giving you so much advice. She's making you fucking coffee.
She probably bought that desk and
bought that desk for you
there for you.
Yeah, she set it up for you. Like, come on. She's being so nice. She has a lot of money. She doesn't really fucking spend it, apparently. She has enough. Okay, she's rich enough to have a 3-bedroom flat. I'm like, you should fucking know that your friend's rich at that point.
Yeah, hikey.
I'd be like, yo, if anyone I know told me like tomorrow, like they have 3 bedrooms, I'm like, all right, you're making some money.
This person reminds me of someone that I was teaching viola way back when. I asked why they wanted to get into the viola, and they sighed and went, for the money.
No.
That's not.
Don't do it. Don't do anything for money.
Don't do anything creative for the money.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be fucked for at least a long time. You know what I mean?
My reaction, I was like, where is it?
Where's the money? Where's the fucking money? Yeah.
I've been doing this for like 20 years. I have no idea where the money is. Yeah,
you want me to be honest?
The fuck?
It's in selling your soul. The second you have a fraction of a million of an audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they'll be like, all right, we'll put Coke ads next to your thing. All right.
Yeah.
God, we're going to incite an insurrection every once in a while.
Yeah, you're Joe Rogan, yeah.
You're Joe fucking Rogan, yeah. Like, come on.
It's giving up Fear Factor for a podcast.
So you can sell it to Spotify for a couple mil and fucking crazy.
Sell your testosterone.
Sell your testosterone pills and you just laugh all the way to the bank.
Yeah, no, if you want to make good shit, just fucking start making bad shit.
Yeah, until it becomes good.
Work on it until it becomes good. Yeah, that's literally it.
And you know what?
That's it for everything.
That's it for everything. Yeah, and if you want to make money, you can't make good shit. You can't make great shit. You have to make crazy good, lucky shit. Like, yeah, and you have to be lucky as well.
Yeah. So you should be celebrating your friend.
Ramp up. You should be celebrating your friend, and if you want to do this, you have to start
humbling yourself,
yeah, and being like, all right, I'm going to not work on the sentence. I'm going to work on a different part.
I'm going to be honest. Podcasting is not hard.
It isn't.
It is not hard at all.
Editing's just
laborious. Hard. Yeah. You do most of the work. Josh really does most of the work. I show up and I talk shit, and then people are like, I don't like the way Sarah said that, and I'm like, fuck you, and I make it harder on Josh. That's pretty much what it is.
Meanwhile, I'm on Premiere. It's crashing every 3 minutes because my computer can't handle it anymore. Yeah. Like fucking, and I'm like, all right, okay, is this TikTok gonna do well today? If I post it at 9, is that gonna be? Are we gonna be able? Is YouTube gonna give us a yellow check mark and no one's gonna watch it and no one's gonna be happy and everyone's gonna be like, where's the podcast? And then I'm gonna be like, because fucking YouTube won't show you.
And then you come over to me and I'm on my phone and you're like, we made $100 today, and I'm like, oh, good, great.
And then I run back in. I'm like, all right, how do I make $200 tomorrow? How do I make $500 the next day?
Burning, yeah.
I'm just
My
yelling.
point is, everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Then you should. You should. When someone says, if I talk about my podcast and someone goes, I should have a podcast. Damn. I go, yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
You should do that.
Yeah, do it.
Get a microphone and do it.
Yeah.
Fucking
do it.
Hobby.
It's a hobby.
It's fun. You would, if you really think you would like it, you should start.
Yeah, you should try it out. Yeah.
And I mean, keep doing it. Because that's the thing. It's like, and also like, I know a lot of people that have started podcasts and have great ideas that stop.
Yeah. Oh, if it stops, you're fucked.
You're fucked. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. I guess this is a little bit of an advice thing. So if you want to, and this is coming from a guy that's really lucky and really privileged.
Mood. Yeah. Us too. Me too.
But like if you gotta get lucky, but you have to be consistent.
Well, that's the thing. If you do one thing 5 times and you need to get lucky, what's the chance out of those 5 that you're going to get lucky? Like nothing, right?
Nothing, yeah.
If you do
say you do 98 episodes.
Times,
yeah.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
you
get
hit
one that goes
episode,
off.
yeah, and then you're like, oh fuck, this is what I do now. And now, yeah.
And the point is change. Like you got to change it up sometimes too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't just do the same thing and it's not working and doing it over and over again.
Yeah, you have to mix it up.
Yeah.
You know, think about ways to improve, and
Yeah.
But then you also got to get lucky.
Yeah.
You got to,
And then don't hate on the people that are successful.
Yeah. But also, they're lucky. Fuck them.
Yeah. But also, like, know that when you're successful, people are going to hate on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, when we started getting people, they were like, oh, it's copying the judges much. And little did they know, yes.
Actually, I was copying Suit House, actually. I'm sorry.
Actually, it was 2 hot takes.
I'm
Excuse
sorry.
me?
Actually, it was Daily Dose of Internet that I was copying. Actually, it was Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the guy that made a joke about the elephant's dick 17 fucking years ago or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Everyone does the same shit. Just pick a fucking flavor.
Actually, it was Steve Jobs.
It was Steve Jobs. Yeah,
the god of the internet.
Yeah, it was Al Gore.
Yeah, it was Al Gore. I was copying
We're
Al Gore.
all stealing from Al Gore, and no one has the fucking balls to admit it. I lost the sauce there. Did we solve it?
I don't know.
I probably.
This is my favorite. One of my favorite Jack White lines is we're all just copying God. It's so fucking true.
That's funny as
like
fuck.
he made all the shit. We're just fucking out
copying,
here.
Yeah.
If you're a creative, you're just copying God.
Well, yeah. What is it? Yeah, you're always going to be standing on the shoulder of giants before you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that a fucking dope ass
That's a good
lyric?
line. That's a good fucking line.
All right, I found the shit.
All right, yeah. What's the lyric?
Everyone creating is a member of the family, passing down genes and ideas in harmony. The players and the cynics might be thinking it's odd, but if you rewind the tape, we're all copying God.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Isn't that fucking dope?
As an agnostic atheist, that's a good line. That's a good fucking.
No, I'm a fucking hardcore atheist, and I was like, that was fucking dope.
That's good shit, dude.
And after that, he just says that over and over again. This is part of back when he was doing like the rapping stuff, which is kind of fucking weird. But like, no, legit. But it's fucking dope when you listen to
Zebra.
it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Add your own piece, but the puzzle is God's.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Fucking great.
God. All right. Final story of the night.
Yeah.
This is night, and this is our first night of recording.
Yes, this is the first night. This is 12 a.m.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for shutting down?
I'm sorry. It's fine.
Am I the asshole? Okay.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for shutting down the best man speech?
Maybe.
My 22 female childhood guy friend, 22 male, just got married, and his best friend was the best man. My friend is bisexual, but only myself, his wife, and her parents, his best friend, and a few other friends know, as his parents are pretty openly homophobic.
Oh, shit.
At the reception, when his best friend went up to give the best man speech, he directly addressed the groom's parents and opened with, "Aren't you glad your son married a bride? Bet you wouldn't be here if he ended up married to a guy."
Oh, no.
I think he meant it as a jab towards the groom's parents for being homophobic, but that was just not okay, especially when he started cracking a few gay jokes.
Okay.
Those of us that knew were horrified, and the groom's parents were staring in shock at their son, who looked like he wanted to throw up. I was beyond pissed and got up and practically yanked the mic from the best man and ordered him to sit down before taking hold of the situation.
Good.
Moving along to the maid of honor speech. The rest of the reception was understandably tense. My friend, the groom, has been beside himself because his parents and their family have been barraging him with texts. I myself have been at the receiving I myself have been at the receiving end of a lot of anger because apparently there was no way his parents would have known if he was serious if I didn't make such a big deal out of it. And quote was to blame for outing him. I don't know. Did I go too far? Apparently, yeah. She outed him somehow.
No, he did it.
Yeah, the fucking yeah. Okay, so there's some edits here. Because apparently, oh my god, there's a lot of edits since I picked this 2 weeks ago. Jesus.
Let's go.
Edit 1. Groom told me he appreciated me stepping in, but it was already too late and the damage had already been done. He's refusing to talk to his best man because best man keeps trying to justify that he shouldn't be afraid of his parents and that he did him a favor by outing him because he knew he'd never have the balls to do it.
Wow.
Worst man, more like.
Worst. Yeah. Worst man, more like. Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was there. It's low hanging fruit. I know. What? Fuck you. I don't care.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. Edit 2. The gay jokes were directly implicative of the groom's previous relationships with men. And it's not like I immediately jumped up there to stop it. It went on for maybe a couple minutes with the groom getting increasingly horrified and his parents looking like they were about to walk out on the whole thing.
Oh, shit.
I'm receiving edit 3. Edit 3. I'm receiving angry texts from the best man and some of the groom's family because they didn't think I had to write this to stop the speech. Edit 4. Best man wasn't drunk. I asked the groom about your question, and he said that his best man had a fling in high school that nobody knew about. Wait. Oh, okay. Edit. Best man wasn't drunk. I asked the groom, and he said he and his best man had a fling in high school that nobody knew about. Some of your theories about him being jealous might be right.
Oh, my God.
Edit 5. The bride got back to me and she's more upset for her husband than anything. It was an awkward situation for her as well, but everyone on her side of the wedding party are supportive of the groom and she's acting as mediator between her husband and his parents. She's telling them what for, and I'm very proud of her.
That's very nice.
Yeah, not the asshole. Yo, fuck the best man, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You don't fucking out somebody ever, and you definitely don't do it at their wedding.
Yeah, right? Like,
wow.
God.
Dude,
and that's crazy too. Honestly, like I get the parents are homophobic, but you can't really jump in with the joke making fun of the parents being like, "Bet you guys weren't here if he was fucking a man." You know what I'm saying? I think that's even like kind of, I don't know, because I know it's trying to implicate the parents, but that's such a weird way at this wedding.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing you can do. You can
save that from. That's just fucking nasty.
Yeah.
You know, that's just really just trying to get everybody hurt. You know.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. That's crazy as fuck. What is it with weddings too? Actually, we've had birthday posts and we've now had 2 wedding posts that I'm like, you guys really don't know how to be at a wedding.
People love drama. People love fucking drama, dude. People love being little drama queens. And you know what? I saw something recently, and this is completely beside the point. Also, like, first, I wanted to get this off my chest first before I go into this tangent. That's his relationship with his parents. He gets to decide. He decides when he comes out of the closet. Yeah. Whatever, if they're homophobic, you can't decide whether or not somebody is going to be scared of their parents for the rest of their life. Yeah, right. Like, come on. That's their decision. You know? It's really telling how shitty of a person you are when you're like, you're never gonna have the balls to do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for you. Especially when you're fucking sober. Dog? Yeah, when you're sober and you're of clear mind and you're like, yeah, it's time. I mean, you'd still be an asshole if you're drunk. It would be like, okay, that guy's drunk. You know? There would be a little bit of like, okay, maybe it slipped out. I don't know. It slipped out, but also like, I don't know. If it was a few you're still an asshole. You're still an asshole, and you did it for like a few minutes. Yeah, I think anything over the 30-second mark at that point, it's a little bit like you're okay. You know what you're doing. But this is for like when people are being rude or dramatic to you. Yeah. This is a line that I saw that I thought was really funny. I saw this on Twitter. Someone said the perfect response to somebody being rude to you is, are you okay? And I think about that all the time because my go-to is, what? I like to make them say it again because maybe then this time they'll hear it. Yeah. You know? Coming out of their mouth. Yeah. Trying to give them like as many outs as possible. Yeah, and 9 times out of 10 they'll say it again. Yeah, they now think that you're stupid and you can't hear them. Yeah, which I mean, is another kind of ableist thing where they take not being able to hear somebody as being dumb. Yeah, which is really dumb. The thinking that it's I get what you dumb mean. Is dumb. But yeah, fucking just be like, what? Like, act confused? Well, like, what's going on with you? Yeah. Why are you being weird? Yeah, why are you being like this, man? What's wrong with you? What's going on? Well, talk to me. Yeah. Like, I'm chilling. I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah. Because, I don't know, people are just dramatic and people they just want to make shit about themselves. And make chaos, yeah. Because everybody's sad on the inside. That's what it is. It's just everybody's fucking sad on the inside. And you just got to be like, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Yeah. What's going on? Obviously, you want attention. Yeah, you want attention. You want to ruin someone else's big day because it's not about you. Yeah, and you can do that in a malicious way. Bringing it back to Jack White, there's a clip that's really fun of a kid who threw a water bottle at Jack White while he was on stage, and he stopped playing and told everyone to look at this kid. And then he goes and he looks at the kid and he goes, everybody's looking at you.
What's up?
Oh, what did daddy and mommy drop you off at the rock show? This is what you wanted. You wanted attention. And absolutely humiliated this child.
Yeah.
Which is so funny.
It's pretty funny, honestly. Listen, guys.
Oh, cool.
It's
very good. I aspire to be that in every moment of my life.
God, so fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the best man.
Fuck off. Don't fucking out people.
Don't out people, guys. How hard is it? How hard is it to not do something like that?
Yeah. Shit.
Outing someone requires effort. You decided to use some of your fucking fucking calories for the day. You decided to have a little Reese's Puffs, fucking like the Reese's treat.
When you were eating those Reese's Puffs, you were like, this is going to go towards ruining my best friend's relationship with his parents.
Yeah.
Did you think about that?
When I had the blue box mac and cheese, I was like, yeah, today's the day.
Today's the day. I fuck up someone else's life.
I'm making 2 boxes just to be safe because I know I'm going to need to run later.
I'm going to need my energy. But yeah.
God, that's it.
That's it. That's the whole damn podcast.
Whole damn podcast.
We did it all in one day.
In one day, yeah.
One day.
There's not going to be a very loud beep in the middle of it that does not connect to anything.
Where we come back being slightly different.
Yeah. Whoa.
Ooh.
It's actually you're weird for thinking that we dress like this.
Yeah.
So what do you want to plug?
You can follow me on Twitter at thatsoheron, ThatSoheron. And that's also me on Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr. Yeah.
Nice. I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. Joshua Chinland on Instagram, I think. I don't fucking know. APWSTR on TikTok, APWST, a podcast save this on Instagram and Facebook, a podcast saves relationship on all podcasting platforms, APWSTR on Patreon, buy me a coffee if you want to support the podcast financially, and if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, rate us 5 stars. If you're on Apple, leave a written review as well, and we'll read it for free. But also, if you buy us coffee, we'll read whatever you have to say for $3.
As long as it's not for $3.
Yeah,
as long as it's not homophobic or bad,
racist, transphobic, all the shit.
The obics.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else we have to plug.
No, that's it.
And thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Bye. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to a podcast. Will save this relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
Fuck you.
I got you.
I'm
bitch.
Josh, he, him. And we gotta do it again because I cursed too. That could be the outro, actually. The one where you fucking cut me off. Oh, yeah, you want it? Okay, here's your attention, Sarah.
Everybody's looking at you.
Everyone's looking at you. Yeah, let's look in the camera. What do you want to say?
Mommy and Daddy dropped you off at the rock show.
Mommy and Daddy dropped you off at the podcast studio. Now you gotta...
Okay,
all right.
Don't talk like that to me.